George doesn't like black people.
Y'all,
No.
y'all
It's
fellers.
like my favorite shirt that came out was that like Kanye and what was his name?
Kanye.
But I also want to say
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Just him looking like. Ugh.
The.
Kanye just dead ass.
Alright, so I'm jumping into the world of Dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Scrum, if you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Eat a lot of ass.
The.
Long Domodon.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Not the long Domodon.
Long dibba-dum-dum.
Oh my lord.
dibba-dum.
You
Like
imagine?
Doug Dimmadome, but I take off the hat and it's just more head.
No.
Oh, no. He
no.
needs that. Like a cone head.
I hate that. I hate that a lot. But
I love
Thank
I
you.
love that Doug Dimmadome video where it just keeps remixing like the Doug Dimmadome. It's like correct, not correct.
Incorrect.
Eh,
I'm
oh
going
my-
Dimmadome.
he's like, right? Not right.
Not right. Right.
Just he like having a fucking stroke.
I fucking love that video. Like, dude, when I saw it the first time, dude, I watched it like 10 times. I'm like, this is
Oh, 100%.
comedy gold.
Art. It's genuinely
How will,
art. Like,
how will I ever laugh again after seeing this? Clearly the pinnacle of comedy.
I remember why I left Jurassic Park the way I left it, because these fucking Fellasauruses kept breaking the goddamn fence.
That's what I would be.
Yeah, you'd be a
Fellosaurus?
Fellosaurus.
I'd be a worm.
Felladactyl.
Trick too.
God. I need to build a closer, like, response facility just for these 3 Fellasauruses.
Trank them.
What are they?
They're fish eaters. I don't know. Fucking the long. They're just the Almimus. This is long-mouthed individuals.
No. Goddamn bassoon beak.
Alright, I need y'all fellers to behave for 2 seconds.
En route to pick up the asset.
Asian harbor near an antenna.
Alright,
Yeah.
Cheems,
Yes.
you wake up.
Oh no. Yeah, okay.
That's right, it's hypothetical time, motherfuckers. Buckle up. You wake up.
Transit has commenced.
Alright.
Alright.
Stretch. You're like, oh, head stretching out my leg. You do the morning stretch, you get it all, you get all that long back.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, the shit
And
ain't
then
coming like that.
Yeah, right? And then you're stretching and you're yawning and you go, ah! You go, oh,
Yeah.
that's not my normal voice. This is my inner dialogue talking to me. What? Your inner dialogue also sounds like me, Cheems. I know it does. You don't have to lie to me. But anyways,
Okay.
so your inner dialogue, aka me, says, wait, this isn't my normal voice. What's going on? And you get up and you hear, as you walk on the floor, you're like, oh, what's the ticky tacky? What's the tic tac sound? You look in the mirror and you're a dinosaur, Cheems.
Oh no.
What do? You're a dinosaur. You're a
Apatosaurus.
You look in the mirror and go, Alan.
Alan.
Bossasaurus.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, he busts the fattest nut.
Oh no.
That scene hits
Oh.
me in the eyes.
I don't like this. Not even a little
I thought it
bit.
was gonna go, but
That dinosaur had the fuck me eyes.
You know, Scrum.
Act like it did.
Hold on, Scrum. I have a photo I would like to show you if that's okay.
That animatronic. Go ahead.
All right. I have to look it up. Scrum. So, when you talk, do you like? Do you think about it, or is it just this?
Is this like, are you serious? Like, is like the internal monologue kind of thing?
No, Scrum. Look in the fellas only. Is that you?
You just say shit.
It's better.
Fucking monkey with a typewriter.
Yeah. Do you think when you talk, or is it just? Is it- God. Yeah, Scrum. I don't know. If I was an dinosaur, that'd be pretty cool.
Collecting asset.
I think it would change my life in a lot of ways. To be frank with you, Cause I'd,
Yeah, I think it would too.
yeah. Cause you guys wouldn't know what happened, and I would just have to. Y'all would just never know.
Yeah. We go to visit Cheems, and we're just like, where's she at? And then she slips and falls and farts in the toilet, or in the fucking bathroom. It's like, wait a minute. That Cheems became a dinosaur.
I know that sound anywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Like, thrashing about in the bathroom, like breaking everything. Like,
Listen.
"Cheems," you go, "Ah!"
I'm never gonna fucking live that down. I should have kept that to myself. I should.
We're not making fun of you for it. It's just a funny thing that happened.
I know. I'm just.
Identified personality traits, had cancer, farts in the bathroom.
Yeah. No. Apparently, that's the two things I'm known for.
Well, it's like, how, okay, now it's time for Valentine's hypothetical. You're a dinosaur. You look up, and your friends are coming over, and you know that there's a long-legged, pissed-off Puerto Rican that will shoot you unless you can prove that you're actually Cheems. How do you prove you're actually Cheems?
I write on a board that I had cancer, and it's
Was it a
like,
dinosaur club?
yeah, or I like.
Licks your cloaca all day in preparation to bust in the
No, I hate that. Those words you just said, Scrum, not a fan. Those words you said, I don't like them.
I keep thinking you're gonna say nut, and then you say asses, and it's so much worse.
Is it? I mean,
blowing the windows out a real jaw flapper.
nah, my lord.
Blowing the dust out my chair.
Jesus.
Because man, I'm thinking of like construction equipment, like when they fucking hammer things down to see if there's something underneath it, and it's just boom, just dust coming out of the fucking seat cushion.
Bro, you ever seen
Commencing asset transit.
in that dust
Yes.
Yeah.
cloud of,
Delivery
like,
complete.
comes up?
Picking up
That's what
Oh.
happens. You blow the dust out your seat cushions.
You know, I just like to imagine, and I want y'all to know that I told Gibby Cheems about my streams. So there is a small percentage of a possibility, a fraction of a fraction, that she's found out how to get to my channel. And she could be watching this right now. And so far, all we've talked about is ripping ass and seat cushions. And if I was a dinosaur. Those are the two things that we've talked about that my grandmama that I love dearly might see. And I don't know what to do about that, frankly.
I mean, what else would, what else do you need, honestly?
God, can you imagine? I just get a frantic phone call from Grammy Cheems on some, like, Violet's mom's type shit. Cheems, what the fuck are you and your friends talking about? I'd be like, Grammy Cheems, I can explain. And then
You're hilarious.
Then a dinosaur fart all day.
in
Her identity.
in through my window is a flip-flop. And it just hits me in the back of the head. I'm like, oh. And she's like, oh, so I see that you received the package. And I'm like, oh no.
Oh no!
Bonk.
Yeah.
Poplar effect.
No, it just tanks off the side of my head. It's like, bink. Yes.
Oh, it did make a ting sound.
Hey, Sam.
I'm just imagining it's just like bonk, head goes to the side, brap.
Hey, Sam, what if I was a dinosaur?
No.
It wasn't my question. Scrub and Violet want to know. Well, you gotta talk to them about it.
No, they got my answer.
Sam, you also wake up and you're a dinosaur.
Sam, what if you wake up and you're also a dinosaur?
No.
What if we're both dinosaurs?
What do you know? What?
He's
It
very,
happened.
very firmly saying no. I don't think you're gonna get an answer.
Wakes up dinosaur? No, just turns back to Sam. Like, goddamn, it's that easy.
Morbs back into Sam.
No, you also turn into Sam.
Ah,
Oh, thank you.
that would be awkward for Sam
You
specifically.
wake up and you're Sam.
Oh no.
Sam, you wake up, you're double Sam.
Man, I would be thick
Sam
as
is
shit.
Twice as
That would be
large.
great. I'd be thick as hell. Are you kidding? Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. I'd be thick as shit. I'm opening up a few pages on a certain website that rhymes with only clams.
I'm just imagining like the double Sam and then the newly formed regular Sam. It's like when you have like an action figure and then like the supersized version of that action figure just next to each other in the bed.
Hell yeah.
Don't talk to me or my Sam ever again.
I'm just a shorter version of Sam. Like, my my chibi is how like I see that happening. So it's like my little like chibi version of me
Oh
is
my
this
God.
me. But just imagine that, Sam. Also, Sam, bless you.
Thank you, baby.
James, you wake up, you're Sam, but you're also only 6.5 inches tall.
I would just
Fucking
cry.
Sam.
Every man is fine.
You're a tiny 6.5 inch tall Sam.
I would just cry, honestly. Like, you know, I wouldn't know what to do with my life at that point. Like, what?
Flesh and a cupcake.
Your money would go so much farther though.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Like
What a
one
parade.
shit, you got
Dickies on the street.
Yeah. No, for real. I would have so much food on my hands. It's crazy. Also, I want to point out, as soon as Sam came back, and now he's singing loud as fuck, I lost like 3 viewers.
Oh no.
Listen, guys.
This is cute.
I know Sam's not on American Idol, but
They either couldn't handle the existential crisis of what if you were a dinosaur, but also Sam.
yeah,
What if you woke up and Sam was a dinosaur with his hair?
I would laugh hysterically. I would point and laugh, just ah.
You will see.
I mean, I'd be rich in theory, so I'd just be like, hell yeah. I'd lay back and, god damn.
Just imagining like Cheems comes home from work and there's just a fucking velociraptor yelling at Lost Ark with a headset on.
Basically, yeah. I'd be like a little compy, and then Sam would be like a velociraptor.
Oh my God.
Because it's like they can technically like, you know, coexist together, but not super
According to
well.
Play Cheems, everything can coexist.
Well, no, listen.
James, you're right though. There is in predators and stuff. There is kind of like a energy expenditure thing that they do, where it's like you see this in fish too. Like you have these big predatory fish, right? They're hanging around with a whole bunch of tiny normal fish.
Yep.
It's like why are they eating the tiny fish? It's like it's not worth it for them to even try.
Well, it's not even that. It's also like the tiny fish help them, like remoras help sharks by cleaning parasites off their skin.
About, like, even fish that don't do shit, they're just sitting there, right? That are just basically made to be food.
Asset collection request received.
They don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
It's just like, why aren't they fucking with them? Just they can't. The amount of energy they'll get from eating that is not even worth it.
Can you imagine? There's some fish out there that's just like, please take me out, mama. And this one shark's like, nah, you're not worth it. He's like, he just cries. Like he's just ready to go, and no one will give him the satisfaction. It's just like the like video of like the cupcake, and it's like, please somebody kill me.
Yeah, the muffin.
Yeah, the
I
muffin.
wanna die.
I wanna die, yeah. And he's just like, there's nothing he can do about it.
We'll all in that muffin.
Yeah.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
I didn't even come
I got it.
It's so funny though, because all of us want to die, but all of us have lived through horrible, life-threatening situations and just come out on top. It's just like, damn it.
Yeah.
We're
Essentially.
We're
It's not a want to die. It's
But then I bro, I was just
Oh.
fucking playing.
Dang.
Shut the. Listen, what I'm talking about. I was literally just
Oh,
playing.
no.
And I was like, damn, everybody support me.
I don't really want
It was
to
a fucking joke.
go to sleep.
I wasn't muted, dumbass.
Can I just be under
I
anesthesia?
muted myself because I started fucking sneezing after I said something because nobody said anything.
Yeah.
I figured everybody was gone.
That's what I want.
It's called death.
Yeah. I mean, essentially, at that point, yeah.
I muted myself after
Who's
y'all
work for
started
that?
talking because y'all
Hooker?
I figured
Ah.
came back or something. I didn't
You're a
fucking
hooker.
know.
Hacker. Yeah.
Y'all told me
Call
I
everyone a
had to
hacker,
fucking
it's
like
simple.
the whole time. I looked at it
Oh,
before
no.
I sat down. I even seen my fucking.
Yeah, because I was talking to like Sam's friends like earlier, because Sam was laying in bed, just put him to sleep if you
It
will,
doesn't even tell you when my mic.
and
In that trank, you don't know what to say.
yeah, give him the trank dart, just fucking for my own
Has commenced.
sake of being, and I was like, man, because I was talking to like Kenny, who was hanging out at like Cade's house when we were there, And I was like, man, I would love for me and Sam to have like separate rooms for our PCs. And he was like, well, in that big room, he was like, he was like, you know, y'all, he was like, you know, y'all can probably put like both PCs there. I'm like, nah, I don't want that. Trust me, I don't want that. Not one bit.
I didn't start a fucking thing.
Yeah, Sam's arguing with someone in his game.
It was just a fucking joke.
Sam's full out arguing with somebody right now. So give me 1 second. Let me hush my mic, I guess. Okay, some fellers come out. Scrum, you're in charge of the stream. Say something funny.
Oh God. Jeeves, you wake up and you're.
Cheems, you wake up and you're asleep. Go. What?
I love that a lot. Actually, great idea.
I wake up, I'm asleep, then I go back to bed. What?
Yeah. No, like there's days that I wake up, I'm like, damn, I could just go back to sleep right now. And then I imagine myself asleep, laying down, head on the pillow. No, I just stay awake. I'm like, fuck. This is some bullshit.
Because I do that. I'm like, damn, it's 7 a.m. How about that?
Do you want to hear a sad story of my life? For some reason, I have these dreams that I go through like my whole day, and I'm like, all right, cool, I get to hang out and do nothing. And then I wake up, and it's 7 a.m., and I'm like, oh. Not even that. It's like when I was in school, I'd have those dreams all the time, so it's like I'm going through my daily routine. I have my whole day of class in my dream, except the funny thing is that I was this, like, in the deepest of sleeps I could ever be in. And I'm just like, man, this is some hoe stuff right now. You know, Scrum, I don't think you were there when I was talking to Segoy and I accidentally called him a hoe.
It was.
That shit was hilarious.
Oh my lord. I'm never, like, yeah.
I'm a bad influence on Chibi, because I say this shit all the time. Then she was mad as fuck about something unrelated, and Segoy was talking over. She was like, "What's up, hoe?" Or like, "Damn, dog."
Yeah, I felt bad. I really did. Like, after I said it, I was like, ah, fuck.
I don't know why. We're all like that with each other. This is how we be.
Yeah.
We're a bro.
Yeah.
Segoy's reaction to it is like, God damn, bro.
Basically. Basically. I mean,
I guess I'll go fuck myself, man.
basically, in so many words, that's what happened, exactly. Cause yeah, no, like, I was looking at like U2s, and I'm like, man, y'all hoes would have all those cool figures that I want that I don't have any money for, and I was like, man, y'all some hoes. And then Segoy was like, he Cheems, and I was just like, sub ho.
On the tip of your tongue.
Yeah, cause I was already,
With her whole ass chest.
yeah. Cause I had just said ho in my last sentence, so, you know, it was, man, you imagine if that were to happen to me, but it was Gravy Cheems, oh, I'd just be dead. I'd be on a t-shirt. I'd be on a fucking t-shirt. Like,
instantaneously becomes a shirt.
like, do not pass go, do not collect $200, is dead as hell. Like, I wouldn't even hang up. I wouldn't even hang up. Like, y'all would just hear my door bust open. And that's it. Y'all would just hear Gravy Cheems bust through my door. Like, what did you say, fella? Did you...
Anamorph into a fucking airbrush tee of North Face and then like birth and death dates.
Yeah, for real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, she wouldn't even get hurt. She'd just become a chair.
I'm telling you, all y'all would hear is this poof, and then Cheems, and then y'all get a picture sometime later of a t-shirt with me on it. You're like, well, we already know what happened. Cause man, there was some video I watched like a long time ago. It was this kid on like Dr. Phil, and he like slaps his mom, and I was like, man, if I had my mom, I'm be dead. That's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing I could do in that situation. I would just like, listen. My mom never hit me or spanked me, but listen, if I ever hit her, oh Lord, I'm just go ahead and just fucking sign my will, fucking clear my internet history, because I'm not coming back from that one. Alright, I gotta see what's going on with these dinosaurs, because they're starting to make me mad. Like, are y'all angry? Like, what is going on? Because y'all are just acting unwise.
Yo, there's a pocket knife that uses scalpel blades, bro. That's fucking dope.
It's pretty neat, Scrum. Tracks, the tracks. Have y'all ever like accidentally actually never mind.
Just say it, Jimmy. Damn it.
Not. I was gonna say not over. I was gonna say, I didn't know you could over sharpen a knife, but I guess that
Oh, yeah,
makes
absolutely.
sense. But well, I'm saying like I didn't know you could overdo that shit. I thought it was like you could just do it. I guess I don't fucking know.
Anyway.
Anyway, yeah. No, I was gonna say fuck. Hold on, I forgot. I got distracted by my dinosaur acting a fucking fool. That's no good. God, I fucking love those videos. They don't have sand. They're getting all pissy. Man, y'all fucking sand D's nuts. How about that? Want some hoes. What's up, scrub?
Three options. 0.
Man, y'all fellers. Y'all reptilian. I just fixed that fence, you son of a bitch.
Oh no.
Thou may dine upon thy cheek.
Man. He's rampaging. He's morbing out, man. Get fucked. How about that?
Asset requiring collection.
You know, get capture. Like I'm man. Can you imagine if gas was the price it is in real life in this game? I would just have no helicopters. Because one fucking dinosaur is like, ew, I don't have sand. It's like, get fucked.
Yeah.
Fucking making me angry.
Oh, the Cheems is just becoming me.
No, this game,
Level of aggression.
like, this game's fun. It's great.
Yeah.
But,
I love the game.
but, they start fucking up like this. I am not about that shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck 25.
I know how to treat them. Some of them are picky. Some of them are fucking, you know.
It's like pleasing a woman, Violet.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta know what's up.
It's
It's impossible.
impossible. I was waiting for Scrub to say that. Just you cannot. It's impossible. It's like, yeah.
My favorite thing is like people talking about myths. It's like yeah, like this and like that, or like the female orgasm, all things that are just not real. Like what was that last part? Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
En route.
Man, where's that ranger team? Y'all are taking y'all sweet ass time to fix this fence. I need that shit fixed today. It's not like Violet's air conditioning. I need it fixed right now.
No, no.
Fucking making me angry.
Transporting asset.
Status check that motherfucker right now.
Commencing asset transit.
He's lonely. Well, cry about it.
The air. Asset has been delivered. Asset delivered.
Alright, you have your water. Is it to your liking? Do you need me to heat it up for you, cool it down? What do you need? So I can
Asset delivery confirmed.
act correctly instead of acting unwise. Where's my fucking staff center? Nope, that ain't it. Scrum, what's your favorite dinosaur? I does this need to know right now. You can't think about it.
Does it have to be like a real dinosaur?
um,
Like an aquatic lizard?
it could be an aquatic lizard. I mean, that's if it, basically if it was alive in the fucking dinosaur days, it counts. Yeah,
Man, that's too many that
too many. The Scrum, I gave you the option because I thought you were gonna be like, oh, but my favorite dinosaur isn't really a dinosaur, it's this aquatic lizard.
No, I fucking love prehistorics.
Asset to be collected.
So did I ever tell y'all that I figured out where my start of like underwater shit came from?
No.
It was this
No.
video that I watched for like class or some shit. And it was, hey, so this is prehistoric dinosaurs, and they had a scene where like that shit gets like right up in your grill without any charcoal, and I was like, oh,
Heading to pick up
take it away. Because that shit jump scared me, like it like baits you in, like it's swimming by, you're like, oh, it's kind of cute, and then it just jump scares you, like it's all up in your, and like it was just like all in your face, and I'm like, oh no,
asset transportation underway.
like I'm not about this shit. This scared the hell out of me.
That's understandable.
And ever since then, I have not been able to move on. It's
Asset
been a fear in my life ever since.
That's understandable.
Yeah. Alright, let me see if these Fellosauruses are happy. Oh, did I ever tell y'all that that store that I was telling y'all about in Gimme Cheems' area made it on Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh, that...
Super racist though, right?
Yes. Because the guy finally died. Well, okay, that sounds really mean. But, like, something like that, yeah. No, apparently he had hoes, is what I learned from Grammy Cheems. That's what she was telling me. She's like, yeah, he had hella hoes. And I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. She's like, oh yeah, he had hella hoes. And I'm just like, you are telling me a story. But nah, apparently he has like, hella kids and shit. And I was like, that's insane. Yeah, but I mean, like, he owns, like, that whole building, basically. So it's like a chiropractor business, but also a really racist store. Well, I mean, I guess technically... Well, no, I was gonna say, like, I guess technically it's not racist, but, like...
Yeah, like, it's an inanimate object. It can't be racist.
But, I mean, he is also racist, so... I mean, I'm you know, I'm not sure. He's something, for sure. One and only not a VTuber. You know, I'm so glad that you told me, because I thought you were just some random dude, because you change your name every day. Yeah. I have a bad memory. You can ask any of these fellas, and they'll tell you that Cheems doesn't remember anything. Arsony? Arsony. Arsony? Arsony.
asset in transit.
Oh, can I tell you guys that when I was at work last, I threw a truck so fast that they forgot I was here, basically. Like, yeah, so I was in the truck, and I was working the truck, and I finished so fast that, like, they didn't think it was me. They thought it was someone else. So they came by, and they were just like, man, you're doing such a good job. And it's like DeAndre, so they're like, Cheems. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. Yeah, well, because I was ready to go, like, because I was talking to Violet and our good buddy Eden, and I was sweating, my heart was beating in my ears and shit, and I was like, I'm ready to go.
Acknowledged asset collection request.
And then Violet was like, well, you've been there this whole time, you might as well just finish out your shift. And I was like, you know what, Violet, you're right. Oh no.
Oh, you're trying to
Transit has commenced.
Yeah. You can't hear my friends speaking. I mean, that's probably... No, never mind. I was gonna say, that might be for the best.
Damn. Alright.
Alright, yeah.
Leaving.
Alright, can y'all hear the fellers now? That's mad low. Yeah, I turned them down for decent reason, I would say. Sometimes they get kind of crazy. Especially that worm with the facial hair. Crazy. Worm. Put them up. Yeah, trust me, they're up. They are as loud as they can be.
Is this better?
That's because I turned y'all down in Discord.
Too loud and brown for her.
Uh,
Same.
wait. Violet, what's your favorite dinosaur? Go.
Procanthopognathes.
Nice. That's like the big compy, isn't it?
Oh, that's just the company. That's what it's called. It's Procanthopognathes.
Oh yeah. I love the little. I don't know. I mean,
Gallimimus is pretty fucking cool too, but I think that's a fake one.
there's fake dinosaurs. I don't like them
yeah.
putting chemicals in the goo that make the dinosaurs not real.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
No, I mean there are dinosaurs like paleontologists will go and be like, oh, this bone belongs to the Flubolabalobsaurus, and then you look at it, you're like, that's a fucking waffle. You're like, you know what? You're right.
Not a waffle.
Brontosaurus, perfect example. Brontosaurus never existed.
Mhm.
Isn't the
Things like
Brontosaurus the
Brachiosaurus.
long-necked SOB?
It is the tailbone. So they got like most of a Brachiosaurus, but like for the extra bones in the neck, they just found more bones from shit that wasn't a Brontosaurus. There's some other things like mid-back they put as the Brontosaurus neck.
Not mid-back.
Oh,
Mid
it had a
long back.
back.
I didn't let my scientist to go to break during that storm. I'm a goober meister. That's me. Is that an
No
eagle
reason for them to
chirp?
go on break. Keep working.
But I think you're in my Jurassic Park game. I heard an eagle screech.
Good.
Duh. Duh.
The sound of freedom.
The sound of freedom. The dinosaur freedom. Where is my staff center? I need to put like a little flag on it so I just remember. That used to be the age amount to come in here. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. But it's like, I don't think our content, well, my content, this is not our content. This is my
Red.
comrade. I was thinking, oh no, wait a minute. But yeah, I don't think that it's really, I mean, some of it is like adult content. I don't know. It
Talking
depends.
about taxes.
Yeah, we talk about taxes. You guys go off on political rants.
We never talk about politics ever, especially not me.
I was gonna say, you know, lying is a crime, right? You can't lie. Do you think people would do that?
Not yet.
Go on the internet and lie?
Yeah, like lying isn't a fucking crime yet. We're not Europe.
Commencing asset transit.
I can't believe Japan made it illegal to make fun of people on the internet with a fine of 1 year in jail or prison or whatever, or like a $2,200 fine.
Where's my staff center at?
Whoa. Like, bruh, I am seriously about to switch all my servers to JP and just start like just roasting motherfuckers.
Once you get extradited to Japan, like listen, this worm's been talking so much shit. You have him. Oh no.
Oh.
I just go up and be like, konnichiwa, bitches.
Waiting for another hot tub stream. I don't know if that would do very well, playing Jurassic Park World.
Asset to be collected.
Because only these streams do well. All the other ones, trash. I don't know why.
I'll say Anomalocaris, baby.
Scrum, quick, what's your favorite vegetable?
Favorite vegetable?
Yeah. Man, my fucking triceratopses are dropping like flies. Good lord.
Who are they? My corridor's catfish? Goddamn.
Like Professor Bottoms. You know what I'm fucking saying?
Fuck you. Get out. Get out now. Change the channel. We're done.
Change the channel. Alright, there we go. What happened to the GTA streams? I'm waiting for Violet to get unbanned mostly.
Yep.
And then Violet's moved on to other games. So, in the not banning phase, because it is the Steam Summer Sale, so I heard Violet dropped about like $1,000 on that, so.
Also,
Shit. Well, this recent time, no, but last year, like the summer sale and the Christmas sale, I easily spent over like $1,000.
Yeah, must be nice.
I went from having like
Gonna
maybe
be like you.
My boy.
7 fucking games to having like 500, 600 fucking games.
Violet, someone said that you're looking
Oh.
kind of cute. And they said even though they got a girlfriend, they could let it slide if you buy them dinner. I'll
Don't buy
say,
nobody dinner.
you don't want that. You're gonna have a very angry cat at your door later.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Violet
Will
and
not
you
survive.
both killed.
What do you want to say to Violet Paladin right now?
Transporting asset.
Oh, baby, take me out to dinner.
Hey, yo!
Picking up asset.
Can you imagine Aura just like laser eyes comes in here like, wait a minute, who's talking to Violet like that?
You just hear like the.
Yep.
Oh my wabu.
Transit has commenced.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kiddo.
I love the personnel thing 'cause that's what Walmart calls their HRs, personnel specifically. And it's like for some reason that's like the only thing that they call it. Because I've been like, hey, can I talk to HR? And they're like, oh, hey, wait a minute. Do you mean personnel? And I'm like, whatever the fuck it is, yeah.
I mean HR, you piece of shit. You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Have y'all ever worked for a company where they called it human capital?
No.
Oh no.
That is the most. Like you're like, oh, I'm just money to you. I mean, I knew that all along, but holy shit.
Wait, in a way, that's actually not too bad. I mean, it means you are a valued resource.
My fence
Also,
broken.
Gal, he doesn't just have a girlfriend; he has a wife.
That is true.
Yeah. My wife.
My way. And a
Feel
Violet,
mad lonely.
Violet straight out married. He got the ring on his finger.
Don't worry, I tried.
Uh,
That dick
That
is
motherfucker
unsucked.
like $8,000.
I need another like response team somewhere because this is getting out of hand.
Cheems, just get Dino Cops.
I mean, yeah, you know what, Scrum? I'm gonna phone a friend. I'm gonna call those fellas from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle world. Be like, hey, yo, was it like Thrag or whatever the fuck? Be like, hey, do I got a job for you, Buckaroo? And it's just tasing the
I mean-
Triceratops when they get out of line.
Triceratops. That's a new dinosaur. I like it.
Triceratops.
I mean, you don't have to go that far. Just call Whoopi Goldberg. She has experience dealing with fucking dinosaur cops. Theodore Rex.
Oh no.
What?
Do you remember Theodore Rex?
Asset being transported.
What?
Whoopi Goldberg was in a movie in the future. They've resurrected dinosaurs, and they
Oh
are
my god! I forgot about it.
Ah,
yeah.
Scrum, how did you forget?
Holy shit! I forgot about Theodore Rex.
Yeah.
How could you forget about that masterpiece?
Yeah, that was such a good movie. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
Bro.
Where's the paraphorolophus? I love them. I need to get my park to 4 stars, but
I saw this movie. Holy fuck, dude! This is. Whew.
so when I used to watch the Nostalgia Critic,
I would say he did a review of us. See that in the DuckDuckGo results.
yeah, so that's how I know that exists. But that's about it. I never personally saw it, but I know what it is. 'Cause, yeah, I used to like them, but I don't know. Lately, after everything that came out about them and how they like run their business, I'm like, ooh, yeah, no, thank you.
Seems atop the fourth wall, though.
You like Linkara?
Or was it the
No,
wall view, rather?
I don't care for any of the people
What?
in that group. The only
You
one,
don't like the light bringer?
no,
You take that back, you swine.
you
It's
swan.
me, Linkara, the light bringer.
I think the only person in that gaggle of fellas that
Oh.
Fucking idiots.
I was gonna
What
say
do they call themselves? The fuckleheads or something like that?
I couldn't tell you.
Head.
You know, they call them like the chuckleheads or something like that. There's like 3 of them. There's like Spoony, Critic, and oh god, who's the other guy? Whatever. Anyways, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say like I think the only one from that whole group that I liked was Nostalgia Chick or whatever.
Oh, Iron Liz.
Yeah, she was cool for like a few of her videos, and then I just stopped watching her too. So
You know what's sad? The fact that we're talking about Team Awesome or Channel Awesome or I don't even know what the fuck they're called, man.
I think it's Channel Awesome.
I watched the wall review, and I couldn't handle it because the CGI thing with the weird furries.
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about. So,
Bro,
like, I know what it is.
bro,
I haven't
you
seen
need to
it.
watch
I haven't seen it.
You need to watch it. James,
Can
you
I-
need to watch
Can I do it at my leisure?
this. Yes, you may.
Also,
I permit.
Gal, so you see, I used to be weird about that. Like, oh, like, do I want my persona on the internet, which is basically myself, to be like looted? But now I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with it. If it happens, fuck it.
I defy people to lewd you and I, not together.
Oh, I was gonna say, Scrum. You know, you can just
Because-
tell me things. You know, you don't have to be cryptic. Like,
Collecting asset.
James,
Yeah.
absolutely never, ever.
thank you. Okay, good. I'm glad we feel the same.
No, we are too close.
Could you imagine?
One in my family.
Could you imagine that one day I get on Twitter and it's like Scrum Eggs Possum and I'm like, ugh. And the first thing I do is text you like, Scrum, you're like, Cheems, English, Cheems, you smack me across the face and you shake me just like that lady on the plane. And it's just the line of other people we know.
Airplane?
Yeah. It's like, get a grip,
Oh,
smack.
God, woman.
Yeah. And then it's Violet.
There's like a whole life with like fucking knives and mace and fucking blackjacks.
Yeah. And I'm just like,
I love
eh.
Airplane's such a good fucking movie. Gal, if you haven't watched Airplane, watch Airplane.
Asset
It's such a good
transportation
fucking
in
Nah.
progress.
holy shit, it's hilarious.
Yeah, let me see what else my map needs. Man, what's wrong with this Fellosaurus? He's lonely. Well,
I didn't do shit.
stop getting out of your pen, dummy.
Transportation underway.
I don't do shit nobody else does score but mine. Don't even ask.
Don't even ask.
I got like so many fucking streams going, man.
I love that Scrum just like, don't even ask. Just shut. That's all it is, shut.
It's like, don't even at me. I didn't do shit. Fuck out of here.
Eh.
I don't do nothing to nobody's Discord. Can't say I did it.
Aren't you like 16, Gal, or some bullshit like that? 15, 16. One of them ages that don't matter to me. Because I don't usually associate myself with people under 18.
Associate myself with people, period.
Scrum, that's not true. You are not 12. I would remember if you were. Because I'd be like, alright, too young. Get out.
If what you said was right, you're 15.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go, Scrum. You got it. You said fucking grown ass man. Uh-oh.
Get to your 30s.
That's not just out running about being a whole menace. Let me get some felonators on that. That's not
This
good.
could have been worse.
Life
Much,
advice.
much worse.
I don't know where you
But
live,
as it is,
but
this dinosaur
learn how
only
to
has
pay
a
your
spring.
taxes.
That's a relief.
Learn that shit now, because when you start paying your own fucking taxes, it's gonna behoove you to know that. Also,
13
learn about-
plus. I don't know. That's like, I haven't just opened to anybody now because I'm just like, alright, like, there's really no point because I don't really do anything that's like off the wall, like bad or whatever, so. Only thing I gotta worry about is, I guess like if like Segoy's here, that's probably like the only thing because he'll say just random gross shit that kids shouldn't hear. Probably, yeah. Put up 18 plus again. But it's not the biggest deal to me. I mean,
Oh, I didn't finish my thought. James.
you sure didn't.
I don't think anyone could lose me just because my personality. Just not conducive to it.
Well, because I remember we had that conversation long ago about
Asset to be collected.
like back then, like the boys dating sim and how you would just get carried off by like a pterodactyl or something.
Yeah, like, because I was just like a worm. I'll just be in there, and then like a bird will fucking eat me. I'm like, oh god! I was just fucking fly away, and then every now and then I'll be in a scene where it's just I'm screaming in the background as a bird flies by.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a military plane drop out cargo with like parachutes behind it?
No.
Okay, so that's basically how I describe this yactical that I just fucking took.
Oh, I didn't know
Boys.
you left, Violet. You didn't say anything.
No, he said I'll be right back, and I saw the be right back on his stream.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
it
So-
was an
Was it one of
emergency.
those
I
ones where, like, as you're sitting down, you're shitting.
oh, but it was Operation Dumpo Drop. I'll tell you that fucking
Oh,
for
no,
free.
Just pants.
Just
As
whoom.
soon as the pants are past the cheeks, I'm clear.
Yep.
Go.
Yeah,
I'm still
backlash
standing
area clear.
shitting.
The kind of shit where you have to like hang onto the
Backlash
fucking.
area clear.
Now you gotta
Yeah,
hang
you
onto
have
the
to fucking-
rim.
Oh yeah,
Fucking
they're just
great.
dropping bombs.
Hold on the bowl with both hands.
Yep.
Feet up in the air.
100%, just hoping for the best.
Right?
God damn. Forgive me for what I must do.
Lord, forgive me.
Asset transfer.
Picking on the paint
Uh,
off the porcelain.
I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, golly.
Bro, I can't tell you. Like, I'm so surprised that my door doesn't have like a permanent dent in it from me
Mhm.
grabbing it.
Scrum. Oh, no.
Because like I can't grab the counter because it's too far behind me.
The
And
scrum.
the only thing is like a shower curtain, so it's like I'm a door. Ugh.
I mean, it also could be like the door at your parents' house from that one Thanksgiving that you had.
Listen,
Yeah.
that was a draw, all right.
Uh.
I walked away
That was
bruised,
a
and
draw.
that door frame walked away dented.
Heading to pick up the asset. Acknowledging asset collection request. En
Yeah, that's
route
right. I
to
said
collect the
door
asset.
frame walk. It's one of those Roman columns.
You will
I mean,
see.
fuck all y'all.
Uh.
Good joke.
I didn't get
Oh,
it.
it was great.
So-
Yeah.
Roman, like it's roaming.
It's
wandering,
roaming around.
Walking. It's a door frame.
Ha 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 ha.
Pearl before swine.
Ha ha
I'm
ha.
just gonna go
Delivery confirmed.
practice breathing underwater.
No.
Oh no.
Scrum, don't do that.
Gotta get better at that recently.
No.
I've been slacking on my practice.
Just, hey, I think my toaster needs a bath. I'll be right back.
Right.
It's okay, Scrum. You don't gotta go out this way, Scrum.
You know what? That's how I choose it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck what I say. Let's go for it.
Here's a story. All right.
Alright.
Here's a little story. A long time ago, a much younger Scrum and his
Yeah, that's
was
accurate.
hanging out with his friend Chacodiles and Dale.
No,
was
Choco
pretty
D
high.
is. Yeah.
We were playing Smash.
Mm.
I think we were playing Melee, if I recall. And we were all going random. And I played DK. And we played on DK's jungle. And I got fucked on hard.
Mm.
I'm talking about all 5 stock lost immediately, and everyone still had 5.
Scrum. Oh no.
And I just got BTFO'd so hard. And it was like, oh, poor Scrum, he got stuck with DK, and I'm just laughing my ass off. Like, I chose him.
Mm.
That's the story of my life.
Oh no. Scrum's like, I made this decision,
Yeah.
but also I made this decision.
Oh no, exactly. I don't know how I live with myself. Oh no, exactly.
You know, it'd be like that sometimes. Like, you know what they say, Scrum? You don't really think it'd be like that, but then it do.
Do we like it?
Oh no. I got sent a picture that says, I guess you are my little pogsum, come here. And
Oh.
It's a furry persona of a
En route to
possum.
pick up the asset.
It's cute though, I give it that. It's cute. I give it a solid 8. Not goth enough.
I'm gonna go see if my fish wanna live
Commencing
my lungs.
asset transit.
Scrum, did you think your fish wanna live in your legs?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if my fish want to live in my lungs. I'm gonna go talk to him real quick.
Scrum, oh my lord, I'm gonna talk to the power director. I can't pay any electric bill.
You got. So all you're gonna hear is splashing and thrashing.
Yeah, that's what you call it, Scrum, when you're, you know what? I'm gonna just have you get creative with that one on your.
Splashing and thrashing, that's what I call it when I'm dropping a yactical, bro.
Oh.
The waters are splashing, my limbs are thrashing, and I'm saying, oh, I see Elvis.
You know, that used to be like a real fear that I had as a kid. I'm like, bruh, I don't want to die like on the toilet like Elvis.
I used to feel that way, but then, you know, lately, as in like the past, 5, 6 years, I'm like, you know what?
I thought you were gonna say the last 5 minutes. I was be like, damn, Scrum is that
5
bad?
minutes.
No, like basically as soon as I hit 30, it's just like if I did die on the toilet, I'm pretty sure everybody I know would be like, yeah, sounds like Scrum.
Yeah, I mean that's probably what I would say. Be like, you know what? Yeah.
Because there's this thing with me, all right? I don't know if y'all know this, but everything cool happens while I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
I get up to take a shit or take a piss. I come back to, bro, what the fuck? You walked away. This crazy thing happened all the time.
Yeah, because didn't that happen with like the Janet Jackson like Super Bowl thing? And
That's
you're.
when it started. Janet Jackson's titty fucking started my string of missing out on shit because I'm taking a fat piss.
Oh no.
Just ripping a fat piss.
Oh no.
Making the porcelain sing.
Making the porcelain sing. I've never heard anyone call it that. Are you for real?
Yeah, he's right.
I've never heard of that before.
Right.
Making the
I like the
porcelain.
Canadian hanging a piss.
Hanging a piss, alright. Hanging a piss there, bud.
Hanging a piss. Let's go Mets.
Let's go, Mets.
How about the
Let's
Mets,
go
babe?
Leafs.
You know, my cousin got like super into hockey for all of like 5 minutes, and then he's like, you know what, this is dumb.
My cousin, like I say, my cousin got super into Canadian football or Canadian baseball. I'm like, what?
I mean, I don't know what that's like, but yeah, maybe. I mean,
Canadian basketball league.
no, he was just really into hockey for like all of like 2 minutes, and he was like, I'm bored, and then he moved on.
Hockey is like the sportsman's NASCAR.
Yes. What do you need, gal? What?
I love hockey.
Where's the fire, gal?
That is exactly. It's NASCAR for sportsmen. For people who don't want to watch cars but want to watch people play sports.
Oh, I thought people watch hockey because people get fucked up.
Yeah, but they've been kind of toning that back. But I mean, hockey, because like something I don't understand is like people don't like soccer, right? But people love hockey, and it's quite literally the exact same game. And people are just like, oh, it's because like at the highest levels they're faking injury and shit like that. And it's just like, well, yeah, in hockey you beat the shit out of each other until the person can't play anymore. But in fucking soccer, you fucking pretend to get injured so they fucking take people out. Like it's a sneakier game, but it is still two teams just fucking nonstop hauling ass the entire time. Like you never stop. There's no timeouts in hockey or fucking or soccer. Like you're just constantly moving.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
there literally are timeouts, but you don't change. You don't change players during a timeout. You
Yeah,
just
that's why they
fucking
got like a 30-man roster and 6 people on the field or 11 people on the field.
yeah.
You
You're
guys-
just constantly moving the entire fucking time. What's up?
You guys are not gonna believe it. I've been put on Rule 34.
James, I need to see this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a meme that gal made, but yeah, no. Apparently, according to gal, I'm on there. I'm on the site. I don't know.
Put it in the not safe for work.
I put it in the fellas only.
All right.
Take a look at this.
I mean, it's not inappropriate. I'm still fully clothed. I honestly think it would trip me out because I just see my like model as an extension of me. So, like, basically,
Fine.
yeah, basically is me if I just like were like a possum and still had green hair. Which I mean now, if I really wanted to, I could have my hair green again. But my hair is fried, so I'm good for now.
Well, that's what happens when you dye it too much.
Yeah, because I was dyeing it like religiously to keep up like appearances. So I've toned it back a lot.
I'm telling you, man, the natural look is the best look.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta be comfortable with yourself, homie.
Yeah.
I understand wanting to like dye your hair and do all that other shit, but it's,
I want a purple hair,
it's
bro.
nice being the way you are.
Did I tell y'all about my experience with hair dye?
No.
So, aside from just like bleaching my hair and bleaching with peroxide and stuff like that,
Hmm.
because we had some of that like sun in product or whatever, you spray it in your hair and you sit out in the sun and peroxides it.
Yeah.
besides doing that occasionally, never really dyed my hair. But then I was like, yo, I want to dye my hair. And, you know, it was the summer, right? I was just starting school, and Mama Warren was like, all right, you've been on this fucking, like, punk ska kick. I'll let you dye your hair. What color? And I was like, stop sign red.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the front man of the Exploited has stop sign red mohawk, and I like the Exploited, and I'm like, yeah.
And stop signs.
And stop signs. They tell you where you should stop so you don't hit other cars or people.
Right.
Very useful. So here's what happened. I buy the dye and I get some bleach, and then I go to do the thing and I bleach my hair, and all right, I put the dye in, all right, and then I dye my hair and I wash it out and everything's going fine. I'm like, I'm gonna be looking dope with my fucking stupid, tall, chubby, dorky self with my goddamn trip NYC pants and shit. And I wash it out and I look in the mirror and I go, oh no, and I had fucking napalm orange hair.
Oh no.
So here's what I didn't know, and what no one at the beauty supply told me. The dye that I was getting had bleach in it, and I didn't need to bleach my hair, so there's nothing for the dye to hold on to when I bleached it initially. So it
Transportation
just
underway.
didn't hold on. I got orange, which was also really, really cool, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, it's still fucking like an eyesore. I love it. You know.
That's
very-
still an eyesore.
Yeah, because I was being an obnoxious little punker. That's what I wanted.
Heading to pick up
You
the
know.
asset.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, as long as you're happy with it, that's all that really matters.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, you know what? Potato, potato. I get kind of a different cool color, which I ended up painting my room high gloss, the same color, napalm orange, and it. Different story. Anyway, so I got this napalm orange hair. Bang, bang, boom. 3 days later, great grandma dies.
Oh no.
No.
So you just had to dye your hair back, Scrum? Is that what happened?
Fucking apartment ladies.
Scrum? So did you just like dye your hair back or whatever for the funeral?
Yeah, we dyed it brown, and it looked actually really, really good. It was kind of like a auburn, like chestnut color.
Okay.
Transit has commenced.
What are you bitches yelling about, bro?
Scrum, you got bitches yelling?
Bitches is screaming right outside my fucking apartment, though.
Like, hey, yo,
Like-
bitches, shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm finna do. I'm gonna step outside and be like, yo, it is 10 o'clock in the PM. What the fuck?
10
is
o'clock in
y'all
the
so-
PM?
It's
That's
10
right.
o'clock in the PM. What the fuck is y'all so broken up about? It's Saturday.
It is. You know, I was so,
Like,
man,
oh, it's 50 degrees outside. Why are you angry?
I was gonna be mad as a bitch because I really thought I had to work tomorrow. So I was sitting there like, God damn. But then I was like, wait a minute, what's today? Saturday? Ayo, laser eyes, and just like, fuck yeah. Like I'm
Bro,
fucking
here's-
Homelander and shit.
Here's how you know you start becoming an adult. Is when you're like, man, should I convert to a religion? I do get more holidays I can take off from work. Maybe I should.
Scrum, you know what's funny? I've never had that thought, not even once.
I've had that thought many times. I'm like, you know, man, Judaism's looking pretty sweet right now. They got a lot of holidays.
I don't know, gal. Like I said, I just show up. Like I promote my stream on my Discord, in Twitter, and then I show up. Like people just want to see dinosaurs. That's all I can really say. I don't know. Cause
Very recognizable IP, and maybe you know, it's also a newer game, right?
yes, this one came out last year.
Asset transportation.
Yeah, and it like as the stream just
That movie just came out too.
yeah, and they have a DLC for it as well, and for this game too.
Guaranteed. Go run. Go.
Scrum will not take you on a date, gal. I'm sorry.
Take that worm on a date.
Take that worm on a date. Scrum, this you.
It is me.
Scrum, can you put something in the chat?
What?
Scrum's not taken. He's just not dating. I'm gonna mod you, Scrum.
Okay.
I might as need that worm.
Listen, I'm not the type to be in a relationship
Yeah, Scrum
I mean,
was.
I am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I was in a relationship for 10 years, married to the same with the same woman, married to her, and she fucking left me.
I thought you were gonna say something way different, Scrum.
Assets in
What?
the air.
I don't know. I just was expecting you to be like the same rickety old.
No. But, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like,
Asset delivery.
you know, you get left by someone, you put your trust in that, it kind of damages you a little bit.
Yeah.
Your trust in people.
I mean, I've been there, so.
And yeah, so it's like I kind of have to get that trust back. But right now, the dating scene, I don't know. It has me more afraid than, you know, willing to invest
Yeah.
my time and effort.
Commencing
I mean,
asset
that's
tracking.
fair though. Like, I mean, no one can fault you for that because of what happened.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, but it's just like,
Transportation complete.
man, like with how just people are in society right now, it's got me really worried. It's like, I ain't trying to bring fucking formal contracts into the bedroom. That's weird.
It's like this. It's like the South Park Bros or whatever, the PC
Yeah, I'm not gonna
guys.
be a PC principal and have to be like, yo, please sign this contract saying that it's okay for me to put my doodle ding or in your hootie doodie.
I would just die if that ever happened to me. Like, odds are it
I
won't.
would also die. I would die inside, like the soul would be gone. I would come back to corporate husk.
Oh
and be like,
no.
good afternoon, friends.
Good afternoon.
Oh wait, no, hold on, I got it. I'd be like,
Hello.
Oh.
Good afternoon, friend.
Oh no.
It is I, your good pal, Rumbunculus. Please consume Brilojort.
Nah. Not Prilojort.
Jortless sex.
Asset
New
delivered.
product line.
beep boop bop, I'm also a robot.
Uh,
Anyway. So yeah.
I mean, that's.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, you know, I'm okay being by myself. It's cool with me, man. I like myself enough. I can tolerate it.
I can tolerate it.
I can tolerate being around me enough. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, and also I don't really want to inflict myself on anybody else.
Oh
I
my.
do that enough as it is.
Scrum, that's such a mean thing to say to yourself. But I mean, I guess if like, you know, like you feel that way and you're cool with it, I mean.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where like I'm joking and jovial with everybody, right? Because like you don't want to talk to me about real shit. Like, you know, I'm not gonna get into it because it's just like bringing everything down. So it's like, yeah, I focus on the good shit in life.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, it's I got a broken brain. My brain don't work too good, so I gotta, you know,
Yeah. I mean,
work on it. And try to be a good person with a brain that doesn't work like normal people's does.
yeah,
know?
I mean, pretty much everyone I know has some kind of like form of like either like depression or like anxiety. Like it's just like it's everyone I know knows that Charlie
that is,
Scene.
like-
Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was gonna say it's like I hate using the term demons, but like I got demons.
Demon,
Like,
demon,
I'm
demon,
an-
demon, demon, demon.
I'm a fucking addict. Like I have to like live with that my whole life. I got depression and all that. I got ADHD. It's shit that I have to live with. And it's like, yeah, everyone's got to live with something like that too. But it's, you know,
Yeah,
it's just one of those things. You know, everyone's got their burdens to carry.
Yeah.
And I don't want to trouble anybody with that right now.
that's how I feel. That's why I feel bad whenever I like complain to y'all about stuff. Cause I'm just like,
Yeah.
no one cares about my problems. The only person that cares about my problems is me.
En route to collect the asset.
I like to help you solve. Like I said, Violet and I are your life coaches. You don't have a say.
Yeah, I remember y'all saying that. I'm like, all right, I guess. I mean, I'm just here.
We're working on a pro boner basis.
Is that the case?
Transportation
Yeah,
underway.
we're doing everything that would be like, yeah, it gives me a boner.
Oh no, that's not what
Something
I thought.
that's like it's so rad, you know.
Is that so?
If you're like, if you're like Scrub, should I go fucking like sky surfing, like jump out of a helicopter on a surfboard and fucking surf out of the helicopter and then parachute down? I'd be like, yeah.
Wow,
Pretty fucking
that
bad.
is something I would never do.
Should I listen to Crush 40 and hear and jump out of an airplane and boom, 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 rolling around at the speed of sound.
Oh,
Got
no.
places to go, gotta follow my rainbow.
Oh my lord.
Stick around, gotta keep holding on. Only one way to find out. Just keep on moving ahead. God damn, I gotta hear that song now.
Eh.
Hey, Cheems,
Yeah,
did you read a lot in school?
I did. I told you I read a lot in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's a hypothetical.
Oh lord. Okay. What's
Let's
up?
say you're out, you know, just walking around,
Hmm.
you know, out in the woods
Um,
as one does.
I used to do that as a kid. Okay.
So you're out walking around the woods,
I'm
and
listening.
and then as you're walking, you just and you trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
You trip over something, you hit your head on a tree, something, you fart, and you look back to see what you tripped on. You look, and it's a metal plaque on the ground, right? So you just you dust off the leaves and sticks and shit. You see it says J.D. Salinger. It has birth and death dates. What do you do, Cheems?
I don't know who JD Salinger is.
Oh, okay.
So, but I think they had a reference to him in BoJack Horseman where he's like, "Oh yeah, I faked my death, blah 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 blah."
Yeah, Catching the Rye.
Yeah.
Love that book. Great book.
I released this long-necked fella in the wrong place. Also, I will not stream Fall Guys. I'm not good at it. So, I mean, you know, that's never stopped me before, actually. Let me just...
I was actually gonna say we should do it now that it's free to play too, because like that game is very fun in small amounts, like in small doses. And if you got like a big enough friend group to do it, the game is pretty fun.
That's the thing is like it was fun when it was new, and now it's just like it's only fun if you have a whole group in it.
Because
Yeah,
it's like
the
us
main
playing,
problem
like,
with Fall
crab
Guys is
game.
that-
So...
Yeah, like crab
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, it's good in short bursts. Like the main problem with Fall Guys is that it fell into the Overwatch hole, where it's not producing content fast enough, and
Yeah.
it's very frustrating because like the content that it has is okay, but you run it through very quickly. So it's just like what the fuck. You Sterling.
I messed up and I released this long-necked individual a little,
no.
Uh-oh.
a little too quickly. I just gotta
A
move
little
him.
too quick. How you release it too quick? Well, he's not like.
Well, I put him in the wrong area is what I actually like did. Like
Uh-oh.
because he has beef with the Triceratopses. I'm not sure. See, Violet, I listen to my dinosaurs and they tell me.
Good.
I just gotta know that there's a problem and they don't tell me. They're like, oh no, everything's fine.
Yeah. I can't pay my electric bill.
Because they know if they talk back, they're gonna get smiggity smacked.
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna turn dinosaur blue.
Did I ever tell
Uh-huh.
y'all that I've never realized how like strong I am till I was telling a story to like one of Sam's friends earlier?
Mhm.
So I've always been like relatively strong. Like
Mhm.
my Grammy Cheems used to call me She-Ra all the time.
Long back, strong back.
Yeah, it's because I was
Yeah.
I was always helping her like lift stuff that like you know she's old so she can't pick it up. So I would lift like she had this like it was some like chest or something and it was full of like a bunch of like craft stuff and she was like, oh Cheems, she's like, I'm not sure you can pick this up, and I lifted no problem and she was just like, oh my god.
Mhm.
But no, it had me thinking because my middle cousin. So one reason why I don't like my middle cousin is because he aggravates like the dogs that Grammy James has. So he would go up to like all the dogs and he would like mess with them. Like he would try to get like for yeah
One of those types.
yeah for some reason he wanted one of the dogs to bite him like hella badly. We don't know why. So he would like run at this dog and like just terrorize it. And I got to the point where my grandma was like, listen, if you keep this up, you cannot stay here anymore. And she was like, and frankly, you have nowhere else to go. Because I think I told y'all, like, my uncle's wife doesn't want him to live there. So, like, his only options are straighten the fuck out or go to foster care, basically.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, because my uncle's wife was like, yeah, he cannot live here, and if you try to make him live here, then I will divorce you. So, but when
How old is he?
13, 14,
Damn, bro.
she doesn't like him, and I don't blame her.
Relatable.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so he used to terrorize Daisy whenever I was at home. So he'd go in my room, so I put like a lock on my door. And there was one day I was in the kitchen after work, and he like kicked Daisy, so I picked him up by his shirt. And I fucking pinned him to the wall, and I was like, excuse the fuck out of me, you're not gonna hurt my dog.
Bro, I would have beat his fucking monkey ass.
You don't have to go
Absolutely.
violent. Yeah. No,
Absolutely.
why'd you call him a monkey?
That's just an expression. I would have beat his
Yeah.
fucking monkey ass.
I,
Like fucking my dog Bagel, right?
yeah.
I had a friend who'd constantly
Bagel?
just like
Yeah.
his name was Bagel.
It's a
Yeah,
good name.
That is. That's a
little
solid
boy.
name.
My little giraffe boy. He was the smallest giraffe you ever saw. I never see the picture of him in his little giraffe costume. The fucking cutest thing ever.
I've just
Yeah, so
never heard that
my little boy
expression. That's crazy.
Yeah, my little boy Bagel just bageling, just hanging out, not bothering nobody in his little dog bed. And my friend would constantly just like fucking flip him off all the time. And it was funny because like he's not hurting the dogs. Dogs is like, hey, I don't like that. That's rude. And I was like, that's right. You tell him, Bagel. You tell him. But then like I think somebody came over one time and like started fucking with Bagel. And Bagel never bites. Like you have to really just bother the shit out of that dog for him to fucking get close to you because he never leaves his bed because he was a lazy fucking dog. But this dude like went up and like I think he was bothering the dog and then like Bagel was barking at him and then he went to go hit the dog to fucking tell him to shut up. Bro, that motherfucker had 2 fists and a foot coming out of nowhere, just blood.
Blood.
As he was, bro, you ain't fucking with my Bagel.
That's
Seen a fucking 3-piece dinner right here.
That's how I was with Daisy. So, yeah, because he kicked her and she's blind. Like, she's blind and she's going deaf. So I'm like, listen. So I fucking picked him up by his shirt and pinned him to like the fucking like pantry door. Like, don't ever fucking touch my dog again. And, and he's yelling and screaming like, Grammy, Cheems is acting crazy. And Grammy Cheems was like walking by and she was like, don't fuck with her dog.
Yeah.
It's that
You
easy.
never fuck with anyone's dog, bro.
Yeah.
Never.
For real. And then like,
Smoking crack.
and it's like his dad came up the stairs and was like, "Oh my god, what are you doing?" I'm like, he just kicked Daisy, and he was like, "Yeah, don't fucking do that shit." Like, I'm not sure what he thought his dad was gonna say. Oh yeah, fucking like punt that little dog.
Kick the dog.
Yeah. His dad's like, "Nah, don't fuck with Daisy."
Especially when that dog ain't doing nothing to nobody.
Yeah, Daisy couldn't do anything to anybody. She was blind as fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, 'cause there are definitely dogs that are hyper aggressive, and it's just like you kind of like, hey, dog, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna give it to you like X if you don't calm the fuck down. But if that dog's just sitting there, blind as fuck, not doing nothing to nobody, then yeah, that's unjustified.
not Daisy
dude,
pretty
I
much
had,
stayed just like up my ass for them because she couldn't see, but she knew where I was, so she would just waddle her way over to me and just sit there. I'm like, hey Daisy. Yeah, go on, Scrum.
Bro, I had a fucking a friend's dog like fucking open me up because it's just an asshole neurotic dog. It just bit the shit out of me, and I still didn't wail on it. Like, bro, like dog has to be like literally attacking me. I would say, yeah, literally. If the dog's attacking me, that's when we got beef.
No.
If you just bite me because you're scared or whatever, like fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm not dead. I'm not dying. I'll wash my hand. Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
Super fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, with Daisy, it was like, she couldn't see, she was going deaf, like, she just had general problems. So,
It doesn't feel so bad when I see dogs in this place now.
yeah, I mean, that's what my aunt's pug has.
Yeah. Just your hips don't connect too good no more, so you can't walk so well. My hips don't work. Now I walk when I walk. I'll squat when I sit.
Yeah. But nah, yeah, Daisy ain't do shit to nobody. I mean, she couldn't see, and she wouldn't leave my room if I wasn't home. So that was like
Hey,
the other
Cheems.
thing. Yes.
Hypothetical.
Okay.
What would you rather have?
All right. I'm listening.
Your pants are always like kind of wet.
Okay.
Your socks are always kind of wet.
Pants.
Yeah, pants. Okay, wait. Does it stink or no?
No, it's just they're always like kind of damp. You put them on, and you're like, oh, these pants didn't dry all the way. They're kind of damp.
You know, it's funny. I live that daily life anyway because the dryers over here suck, and it's not
Yeah, I know
worth.
what you mean. That means they haven't cleaned their lint traps.
Yeah, no,
Probably need to replace the heating element too.
it isn't worth paying like, the extra money like to dry them over and over either. So I'm like, fuck it. It's hot enough outside.
They charge you for the dryers?
Yeah, we're charged for the washer and dryer, Violet.
Well,
dude.
most
It's
people
not a
charge for,
quarter.
like,
It's like $1 and some change.
yeah.
Damn dog.
Did you follow a portal from 1973, old man? It hasn't been a fucking dollar in fucking since Tupac was alive.
Ugh.
Yeah, most places what they do is they charge like $4 or $5 for like the washing machine, but you get the dryer for free.
Nah, not this
That's
place.
how it is sometimes. The dryers don't fucking work, and you gotta sit there and do them multiple times.
I'll tell you this for free. That is not how our complex is.
Thanks for not charging me $1 and some change to tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm getting information cheaper than you're drying your clothes.
Yeah. How do you think I feel?
Buy that for $1.
Damn.
I'll dry that.
for $1.
I'll dry that for $1.
Classic. That was good.
But yeah,
Under my pitch.
eh. You know, essentially.
Fox, if you're watching,
All right.
I know you need primetime programming.
I shot a bird out of the sky. Lit.
Nice.
Eh. Free my homie.
Have you ever gone Oh, wait, go ahead.
I was gonna say just free my homie. He ain't do nothing. He got shot out the sky by Violet.
Damn, bro.
He did something.
Uh.
Look
Nah.
at his face.
Shut the fuck it. It's a pelican. Fuck him.
Yeah. Look at this motherfucker and tell me he didn't do shit.
Uh.
Look
It's
at those dead, lifeless eyes.
Well, yeah, because you
Okay,
killed
okay.
him.
As before.
He ain't got no foams now.
Look what pelicans
Pelicans are
do in the
fucking
wild.
psychos, dude.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Do I live near pelicans?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
I've never seen a pelican out here. I'll tell you that much for free. I also don't go outside, but my point
There you go.
stands.
There are tons of pelicans.
Not in this area. Not where I am specifically. Maybe downer south. Maybe
Cheems, they fly
Outer south.
you fly, Scrum.
They fly now.
occasionally. Yeah, pelicans are fucking psychotic. They will try anything that could fit in their mouth. They will try to fit in their mouth and eat it.
Let's punch it.
Like
They're
you've seen the gif or the video of the fucking pelican try to eat the capybara.
Yeah.
Like that is really what they do. They're just like food. They're dinosaurs. They're just stupid dinosaurs, just like all birds.
Yeah, they're awful. Because like people are scared of snakes and shit. Like I'm not scared of birds, but it's like I look at a snake and I more or less can see like, okay, this thing's acting on instinct, and as long as you're not really provoking it or like fucking around with it, it's gonna leave you alone. A bird is like it's got higher brain functions, but it's still just as dumb as a fucking reptile. So it's just like Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like if snakes could think, they'd be birds, and it's the fucking worst.
And the problem is, it's like with birds, like they don't really, like in general, they don't have like a lot of what do you call them, telegraphing to their attacks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
unless it's like doing like a threat pose or whatever like that,
Mm-hmm.
you don't see it. Like a snake, they'll like boil back, you know, like oh they're about to strike, okay.
No.
Birds are just like bah, like Bruce Lee 1-inch punching your ass.
Mm-hmm. Also, their motivations are just incomprehensible to mortal minds because they just do shit just to fucking
Yeah.
do it. You don't know why the hell they do what the fuck they do, and they're so mean. Like birds are so fucking cruel. This is like, bro.
I know. And it's
Man.
like if you've ever been like dive bombed by birds, you know,
I
Like-
can't say I've had that happen to me.
I've had it happen a couple times. had recently when I visited Mama and Papa Worm at the Worm Farm.
Mm.
They had some birds building a nest on the patio,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to get close to get a picture like a dumbass, and they started dive bombing me.
They-
They didn't hit me. I was too fast for them.
Can you imagine?
Gamer instinct.
Can you imagine a bird squawking and going crazy, and then you just lightly pick it up and it's just like, "Arr!"
Well, I'm never really scared of birds dive bombing me, so I'll just fucking backhand them and shatter every bone in their body.
If they're small enough, because birds, like, despite having hollow bones, are not that fragile. Birds can fucking they can do some damage.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get fucking attacked by like a peregrine. You know, like
You'd be
I
surprised.
mean, I never know. Yeah, exactly. I never know. We'll walk outside and some fucking sandhill cranes just decide to descend upon me and attack me.
Wait, oh my god, so I have a story. Okay, so my uncle,
Sandhill cranes?
no, I don't know what those are, but
They're cranes.
yeah, I was gonna say, I bet I can use context clues and figure it out, but
They're great and they have red eyes, basically.
neat.
Or red feathers around their eyes, rather. They're cool. Anyways, go ahead. Sorry, G.
They
So-
carry Glocks. It's scary.
So my uncle saw a crow that had broken its wing, and so he had this idea of, well, I don't want it to suffer, so he dropped a rock on it.
No,
Oh, no.
And the other crow saw.
Yeah, and they saw it. And the next day, my uncle looked out the window to see just a gaggle of crows waiting for him.
Yeah, dude.
And
You don't
Crows
fuck
don't
around
forget.
with crows ever.
Yeah.
Fuck around with pigeons, fuck around with seagulls. You don't fuck around with crows. They are too smart.
yeah,
Crows have like the same memory as like a 5-year-old child. They remember faces, they remember you, and they can hate you. Like that's the
Yeah.
craziest fucking thing. Like oh, this motherfucker, give me his phones.
no, yeah,
I want his
that's
that's-
phones.
happened to my
Dude,
uncle.
That's the best thing about them, though. You can befriend crows in your area. Just
Yeah.
bring them food, and they'll associate you with food, and they'll like you. And
They'll
they'll
bring
just
you
chill out with you and attack people who do you wrong.
They'll
You,
bring
you can train them to bring you
shiny
things like
things.
money and fucking shiny objects. Yeah.
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 Transporting asset.
You could basically be like a fucking like Batman villain.
Mm-hmm.
God, could you
Like,
imagine?
I'm the Crow Man. I control. I don't really control them. It's more of like Pavlovian training. You know, it's kind of complicated, but not really. But
Like a really
birds, that's the mine.
Or like a really dramatic villain where you're like a caveman but also has crows. Like I'm the Crow Magnon. But that's too much.
You
That's too
fucking-
stretch.
You were making a stretch.
Yep.
I loved Caveman from Freakazoid. He's just like a super genius.
Yep. And Candlejack. Candlejack was an amazing fucking character.
Wait, did you just say Candlejack?
A joke I don't understand. Nice.
You young children, you're not knowing Freakazoid.
Scream.
I remember fucking the Huntsman too. I still know the entire Huntsman intro theme song.
He is the huntsman. The call to action. Wait, is his cry?
Yeah, into action, yeah.
Into action is his cry. Whenever there's the huntsman.
And I used
From
to
the forest
like.
to the city, he'll get there in a jiffy to punch
Yeah.
evil in the eye. And this is the word evil with like an eyeball on the dotted eye and just punches the shit out of that eyeball. Like
Oh.
that's so good.
Dude, Freakazoid was so, because the first season, great. And then they didn't get renewed when they had the second season. They're like, we're not getting a third season. Fuck it. Go all out. And like,
Yeah,
yes.
They just went nuts.
I'm trying to
Hey,
think.
Freakazoid. You want to go get an orange Julius? Do I ever?
It's like with my mom, like mainly my mom just watched like scary movies around me. So I watched like, oh, but my mic, my bad. So I watched like Jeepers Creepers and stuff like that. Also, I realized that it was really quiet in here and Sam's not at his computer anymore.
Nice.
I wonder if he rage quit again.
I didn't hear him rage.
He probably
He
just
just regular quit.
yeah. Maybe that's when he was singing, and I was like, "Yeah, Sam, Sam can't be on no American Idol, but it's still just as good." I don't know. He's not.
Man.
Could honestly just like be watching like The Boys because he wants to like watch that show hella hard. Because
Bro.
he's been bugging me to watch it, And I've just been like, well, I got spoiled for me at work, so I'm like, nah, it's okay, you go ahead.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'll catch up eventually. Like, I know what happens, so
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything, basically.
Heading to pick up the asset.
Hey,
Cause
Cheems,
yeah,
can I go back a little bit because you mentioned Sam singing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Violet. Those people just fucking like straight up to your helicopters.
Yep.
Transportation underway.
There we go. Okay. Gotta get right. Good one. Anyways, James, have you ever been singing and like you're doing good on the song, right? Like you can hear, like, yeah, I'm actually doing pretty well. Okay, like I'm hitting some notes, I'm doing pretty okay. And then it gets to the part of the song and you can't hit the range. You're just like,
yeah.
Yep.
Well, you have to think, Scrum. I have a very, by what I've been told, a very low-pitched voice for a whammon. So people are like, "Oh yeah, Cheems, you gotta sing the low notes." I'm like, I'm not going that low. I refuse. So I try to sing higher.
Cheems out here like, old man river.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. Oh, cause like I've talked to.
White.
Thanks. I was gonna say, well, because when I was in school, like, I had some music teacher and she was teaching us like the different like ranges, and they're like, "Ah, yes, Cheems, you're the deep voice." And I was like,
You're
"Thanks."
the baritone.
Yeah. I'm like,
Damn.
"Damn."
Nothing wrong with that. Deep voice girls, fucking that shit's lit.
It's like, Cheems, you're the baritone. Thanks, baby.
Thanks, babe.
Oh,
This very white voiceover. Well, thank.
The shit.
Again, I wanted the falsetto.
Damn, yeah. I wanted the falsetto because I don't know. To me, honestly, like high pitched like singing voices are annoying. Like whatever fucking like Ariana Grande's doing, I hate that shit.
Yep. It's like I understand there's a place for it in music, but it's like you have to balance the song, right? Like if you're gonna have a pitch that high, you have to boost up the bass in the mid. Like follow it that high.
It doesn't bother me as much. Like, for me, high pitched singing, as long as the lyrics are fucking on point, I don't really fucking care. Because like, I don't know if you guys, well, you Teamy probably wouldn't, but you Scrum probably would have. Remember Tattoo, like that Russian pop group? Yeah.
Running through my head, all the things I said running through my head.
So like, 200 Kilometers in the Wrong Lane was like the big album that song was on and everything like that. And a lot of their songs are like very, very high pitched, but they fucking go hard as shit. And then they did the smart thing of just basically recording the same songs twice, but once in Russian and once in English. And like the English lyrics, like when you hear their singing voices in Russian, but understand what the fuck they're saying because of the English, you're like, damn, this shit goes harder than fuck. And you don't necessarily mind like the high pitchedness, but there are definitely some songs where it's just like you're doing some weird what the fuck is that guy? Fuck. There's a famous black guy whose his voice is like that little Richard, something like that. Aaron Neville. That's something about Aaron Neville. Where like the fucking voice is too goddamn high, and he's like, even though the lyrics are fucking fire, this shit is just like, you need to stop. You're contractually obligated to stop.
So that made me think about something actually. So I'm a little sad that like me and Sam probably won't be able to see Logic this year because I just can't afford it right now. But
when's the concert?
It's like next month on like the 5th or 6th, and then I gotta have PTO, and I'm not sure I'm gonna be off on the weekends anymore, so like the whole thing's kind of like fell apart, but it's okay. Like I've already seen Logic like live once, and it was, it was pretty good. But that's actually what I'm about to talk about. So when I saw Logic live, it was great. Like Logic was great. Fucking YB and Corday was there, but now he just goes by Corday. JID was there. It was pretty lit. And yeah, it was like a fun little show. But then I don't know if y'all know who. I think it's Dream is his name. Let me look it up. I don't know. I think it is Dream though. But he has a song with Logic called OCD.
Minecraft guy?
No, not him. I don't think that's his name. Hang on. But yeah, Logic basically was like, oh hey, like I released this song and then I'm going, like I'm on tour. And essentially, hold on, I'm googling it like right now. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, it's Down to Earth. I was white. Fuck off. I don't know why I thought Dream. I guess because it's like, I don't know. The song's very dreamy. But yeah, so Down to Earth was there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, like we're gonna perform this new song live for y'all here in Atlanta." And I was like, "Oh, pog." And there's a part that I recorded with my like shaky ass cam because man, I was going hard. Like I was going hard. That's all you. That's all y'all need to know. I was jumping. I was fist bumping. I was going in. I was having a good time. I
That's
was.
so funny.
Yeah, no, it was like y'all might never think that I would do that, but I was absolutely getting that shit. Y'all have no idea.
I
So
wouldn't have until I met Fem Cheems.
I mean, I wasn't high or anything, and it was really funny because Logic pulled out like a joint, and he was like, "Oh yeah, weed's legal here," and we're all like, "No," and he's like, "I'm fuck it," and he's lights it anyway.
Nice.
Well, yeah, because it's like he like whatever fine they're gonna give him, he can pay. So,
To collect the asset.
like literally whatever they're gonna do, he's like, "Ah, fuck it." Yeah, and actually, I want to say that like he lit it and was like, "That sucks."
Collection request.
For y'all.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's in the
Basically, I was just like, damn, Bobby, it's like that.
That's fucking funny.
So yeah,
You know.
they brought out Down to Earth and they start singing the song, and he has a high voice. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know any of his other songs. I don't listen to him.
I was thinking Back to Earth. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute. The old trance song? I was like, "Fuck, I don't remember that. Like,
But yeah,
go ahead.
so there's this one part where, like, I'm sure how he thought he sounded and his headset sounded good, but it did not sound good to my ears. I'll tell you that for
Oh
free.
no.
Because
Oh, no.
he goes way too high. Like, I'm gonna have to find like the video on like YouTube and like send it to y'all and be like, here, this is what I'm talking about. I'd play it on stream, but it would get muted so fast. So,
Fair.
but yeah, but he just got he went so high pitched that I'm like, ow, my ears. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, I don't really like play that song much anyway. Like, I still have not listened to Logic's like album like all the way through. And that's crazy for me because man, I used to whenever Logic would do anything, I'd be just like bark 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 bark. But now I don't do that no more. Like, yeah, I mean, I just don't have the time really. Like with all the stuff I
Yeah.
want to do, like playing music just doesn't happen anymore. I used to listen to music all day, every day. Because I mean, that's why me having like one headphone does not bother me. I'm sure whenever I start working at my job though, I'm gonna get really bored really fast because I'm gonna be just knuckle busting, just fucking in the aisle, just like, oh man, what am I gonna do today? I'm just gonna be sitting there twiddling my thumbs, like, hey, hey, hey.
I started listening to music at work. I never used to do it. It was just started this year when I went back in the office.
Yeah, because I remember that you really didn't want to go back to the office, so tracks.
Because like
Yeah,
I got so used to working with so much stimuli that like now without that I'm like I am going insane.
It's really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to talk to you guys, but if I'm gonna be working at 4 a.m., I don't imagine that y'all are gonna be awake.
I probably will.
I mean, yeah, that is true. Violet is up at like crackhead hours to drive his truck, charge his phone, and talk to Aura.
Basically.
This is how it tracks. But yeah, I'll be there 4 to 1, and I'll come home and stream probably and eat dinner and all that, and then be like, all right, I'm going to bed. See y'all fellas later. But yeah, like I mean, beyond that, we'll see what happens. Cause I am very still pumped for this job. Like ever since my interview, I'm just like, man, they ain't ready for me.
I'm gonna go in there and get employee of the month first month.
Bro, I'm telling you. Cause
Man, when I went and got my test and I got hired at this fucking new place, I was so nervous because I hadn't done my job at that point in over a fucking year almost. So it's just like, but then I fucking got it, man. I was happier than a motherfucker.
yeah. I mean, essentially.
Yeah. I know what you mean. It's like, do I still have it? Can I still do this?
Yeah, man, that was fucking nuts.
I mean,
It was great though because like that fucking place, I met the fucking boss of the place the first day because the safety guy who interviewed me was like, look at this man. I was just like, what? He's like, I have never seen anything like this ever. Because like I did a fucking pre-trip the way that I was taught years and years ago, and it was hella fucking thorough. And he's like, bro, I'll get motherfuckers that come in here and be like, all right, tell me about the tires. He's like, they're round. And he's like, bro, what the fuck?
PSI, tread depth. Like,
Bro, nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's like, what do you? If you like someone doing your job, be like, papers.
they're square or rectangular.
Absolutely.
All rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles.
Yeah, there you go.
Are rectangles? Oh yeah, because I guess 4 right angles, huh?
Yep. That is a fact. If you tilt it slightly, it becomes a rhombus.
Yeah.
A rhombus.
A rhombus.
Rhombus.
But yeah, no, I was kind of worried about
Rhombus.
this job because I'm like, I did this job for 3 years, but this is a whole new area because I don't know, it's gonna sound so weird, and like y'all might be like, Cheems, it doesn't make any sense. But so when I lived, back home, I really thought that the main reason why I was able to to hold on to my job for so long was because everyone knew Grammy Cheems, and she worked there. Even though Grammy Cheems, like, I applied for the job, like myself and all that, like, like I applied for it, I did it by myself.
She greased the wheels a little bit.
She actually didn't, like, she didn't tell anybody that I was gonna work there. Like, I just like, I was working at KFC and I was tired of it, and so she was like, well, come work at Walmart, and I was like, all right, cool, bet. So that's what I did. Essentially, I put in my application, I passed the assessment test, and then I was like, next day, like, hello, is this Cheems? I'm like, yeah, that's me. And they're like, well, we want you to come in for like an interview, and I'm like, well, word? Essentially. And
Nice.
yeah, Grammy Cheems really didn't help me get the job, and it's but whenever, like, basically whenever I came in, they're like, oh, I know you, you're Cheems, and I'm like, that is me, that is accurate.
But it's like, you have you been falsely attributing you getting that job to Grammy Cheems all these years, and you're just like, wait a minute, it was me all along. I have the power inside me.
No, I still 100% think with my whole chest that like, Grammy Cheems definitely, like, if she didn't work there, I'd have been fired a long time ago. But
I don't know, Cheems, you have a good work ethic, and you're not a slap dick.
I mean, I show up. That's really, like, the main thing that matters.
Sometimes that's all you need, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, I would get compared to my brother, like, forever. They'd be like, you need to be more like your brother, Cheems. I'm like, okay, so you just be an asshole. Got it. And they're like, wait,
I'm on
what?
it.
And I'm...
Go fuck yourself. Bing bong.
Bing.
Fuck your life.
Yeah, because, like, I had just some, like, hating-ass bitches when I worked at the Walmart I worked at. Like, there were people...
You're better.
Yeah, like, there were people that, like, they were like, oh, yeah, Cheems, you... Like, like, you need... Like, there was this one guy, like, my, like, one supervisor that I had, he was older than me by, like, like, several years. He was, like, in his, like, 40s, and he was, being like it was high school. I'm like, all right, cool, bet, say less. So the first thing I did was I went and I told the manager, I'm like, hey, listen, like, I'm in my 20s, like, I can't afford to be around people that are going to treat this job like it's high school, because it's not. I'm just like... And she was like, well, what do you mean? And I told her how the manager was being like a slapstick, basically. And I was like, yeah, like, I'm like, this fella right here, like, and like, he would just, like, it was like, I just couldn't do anything right by his standards. And I told my manager, I'm like, listen, if for whatever reason, like, y'all hate me, think I'm dumb and I smell bad, I'll just go to like a new department. Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was like, wait, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's this dude, Shane. And she was like, Shane? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, so you mean whenever Shane's in here talking mad shit, it's not true? I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Because he would come in there and he'd be like, man, Cheems ain't doing her job. She's on her phone all day. And I'd be like, fella, I've done 3 aisles. What are you talking about? And it was him that was like that. And then when I first started working there, oh man, I had this other manager or supervisor named Victoria. She hated me even more.
Yep.
I just couldn't fucking win. Like, everyone there fucking hated me. Like, and it was a problem. Like, everyone fucking hated me, and I'm like, man, am I just fucking up? Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing wrong? Like,
Probably doing your job too well.
yeah.
Yep. when you do your job very well, it brings into sharp contrast how everyone else is not doing their job, and they get mad at you because now everyone is expected to work at your level, and they don't want to because they got a nice thing going and they want to keep being fucking lazy. And it's like, it's not my problem, bro.
Yeah. Because, like, I would just come in, do the job, and go home. And that was the other thing that made them mad, was because I would come in, do the job, and go home. Because they wanted me to stay late. And I'm like, bruh, I can't. I'm like, Grammy Cheems has to be up here early as fuck in the morning. I'm not going to hold her up, so... But they're like, oh, you're only here for a paycheck. I'm like, yeah, fella, why else do I come in?
Yeah, why are you here?
Y'all here?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
You here to find love or make friends?
that should have me mad as hell. Because she was like, oh, now I see who's only here for a paycheck. I'm like, yeah, fella, me.
Yeah.
Everyone in this motherfucking building, unless their last name is Walton, everybody's here for a fucking paycheck.
Yeah. Because I was mad as hell. I'm like, man, you about dumb as...
Yeah.
I ain't here to make friends. I ain't here to find true love, and I'm not fucking here for charity work.
I mean, that's what I'm doing at
Yeah,
FedEx
I
right
hate
now.
that bullshit of like, fuck it, like, oh, why do you want to join our team? Fella, I'm broke.
Because you pay more money than my current employer, and I can do your job.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's
I
actually
can
my
do your
reason.
job better than you.
Yeah, because, like, it's so funny. So when I was doing my, like, interview with like, the lady that, you know, like, is, I guess, like, in charge of, like, the whole store, because with this
That
store,
lady in charge.
there's only, like, 90 employees in there. When your average, like, supercenter has, like, over 100 at least, because there's a lot of shit going on.
Oh.
So,
That means that had a lot of people leave recently, I think.
no, they just don't hire that many people because it's only grocery, so there's no reason to.
Oh. Nice.
Yeah, and I told her, because she was like, oh, so, like, what did you do when you worked here before? I'm like, oh, I did grocery. Like, I did grocery, I did consumables, I was doing one touch. Like, I was, like, I really just was, like, flexing that, like, I knew, like, the lingo. Because, yeah, I did that shit for, like, 3-4 years. So, and I'm sitting there just talking to her, and she asked me, like, what are 3 things that I liked about it and, you know, didn't like about it? And I was like, well, I'm like, I can't really answer
Like
that.
a knife pulled on me.
I didn't want to bring that up, but I mean, yeah, I told her, I was like, well,
I'll bring it up and joke about it.
yeah. No, maybe, you know, later on when I'm well established, I'll slip that into conversation somewhere.
I would have slipped it in because she probably had some wild shit pop off too, working for fucking Walmart, bro.
Yeah, I mean, Walmart is just
You
one
probably
of those
actually,
places.
Like, here's the things I don't like about working for Walmart, and if I get a 4th honorable mention, it's getting a knife pulled on me. They'd be like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And then you build rapport with them because you get to joke about, like, man, it's crazy.
Yeah. No, like, I mean, like, she was
Did I
asking
also
me.
tell you that I had cancer? Yeah,
Did
I
I
had
also
cancer.
tell you I had cancer? Yeah, I mean, it's crazy how that's like my. Like, I feel bad talking about it so much because I'm like, man, like, for some people, this is like sad shit, like, that people go through. And I'm just like, yeah, it happened to me. Bada bing, bada boom.
Came out
Essentially.
on the other side. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cancer free for how many years, James?
Now it's probably like 6 years.
Let's go.
Like 5-6 years, because I got it when I was 16, so now I'm 23.
Yeah.
So
7 years.
yeah, so I mean, I can't complain.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty poggers.
Right.
Oh, I did it. Nice. Finally. Let's go Mets.
Not like I also feel the same way though, Cheems.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm 34 years cancer free.
I'm glad. Golly, Scrum.
Fucking brag about it.
Hey, listen, that's probably going to change.
We can't all be perfect.
Just saying.
We can't all be perfect. Oh no. Yeah, because it's like, you know, I had someone like at Walmart, like they overheard me talking about having cancer and they got mad as hell and they were like, you know, that's not really a thing you should talk about. I'm like, it happened to me. What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I get the joke. I'm the one who gets to joke about it the most.
Yeah, that's what
My
I.
favorite is when they thought you were lying. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, there was some old
Let
rickety
me
ass
show you the
bitch.
scar, bro.
That's what I did. Yeah, like
Yep.
just some fucking old ass rickety bitch heard me telling like someone I knew that their sister had it, and she was like, "I don't believe you," and it's like, all right, pull up my shirt where you can see the scar. Be like, so it starts right here,
Right.
and then she's gonna be like, "Oh no, you had a baby. That's a C-section scar," and I'm like, "Ma'am, fella,
Bitch,
do you?"
I am half as able to have a baby now, bitch.
Actually, that's not true. I'm just as
Yeah,
able
I'm
as
not.
anyone else. I
know,
wish.
I'm just saying, like,
Oh.
half
That's
half-
why
half-
you're
half-
gonna have one.
Nah, I don't want
Exactly.
one at all.
You're gonna have one. I'm telling you.
I'd rather throw myself down the stairs.
God damn, you sound
Nah.
like a fucking dad. Like you gonna have a baby. You gonna have 3 just like you. I tell you what, Chimmy Wimmy.
That's
You're gonna
Really?
have 3 little bayou babies bouncing down the bayou.
3 little black thunder babies. You know what I'm saying? You gonna hear them rumbling.
Oh, the rumble. How did them cheeks?
San Diego deserved better.
Mama, they's hacking it. The blocks.
Dinosaurs.
How many hacking and Roblox?
Well, predictable,
God.
curious.
Mama was playing Legos and they was hacking.
Oh my lord.
Chaos than
Mama,
anyone
these
could have
mushy
imagined.
peas is busting.
In the time we've been
Sheesh.
away,
Yeah.
people have
They all
gone
put their
from
fingers on their elbow
to
pit.
threat.
Sheesh, mama.
Sheesh,
Dino
mama.
Maserati wanted to realize John Hammond's
Bro,
vision.
y'all are
Bigger,
killing me.
grander, more ambitious than the original. The dinosaurs have their own ambitions: to hunt, to feed.
Teams, I
carve
just
out their
imagine
niche
like
in this strange
you
new
and these like
world.
fucking
Let's see how things play out.
babies
when
day
we
out
add
as
you to
Zoomer
the mix.
babies. Just
Nah.
Try not to get in
You'd be
their
like,
way.
damn son.
Be destined.
Where'd you
Really do
find
be like
this?
that.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Your son would bring you like a painting he did, like Mama made this in school. You say, damn son, where'd you find this?
Oh,
Mama
no.
made it.
I made it. Be like, good job.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you, mom.
And you kiss the dent in their brain.
Ah,
Oh no.
no, no.
Mama's doing art. I dented my brain with my pencil.
Oh my lord.
Scratched my ears.
And here
Went too
we
deep.
will do it again.
That was some
In addition to
plot
capturing
for like a
the
show that I
dinosaurs, which will
watched.
serve
It
as our
was
foundation, I purchased
this
InGen
girl
because I believe
in the
the
show
science.
had like
You
a
can
bullet
reproduce your results,
go
can't
through
you,
like
Dr.
the
Wu?
back of her head, and it
Of
made her
course
like
I can.
hyper-aggressive, and
But it's
also
going to
an
take
extreme
considerable
attraction
effort
to large
and
fat men.
resources to get the science back to where it was.
And-
So
you will
where in the
be
brain did the bullet go in?
compensated for
What
your
caliber?
efforts.
What caliber?
Of course.
Let's be more
Colorable?
I
specifics.
demand
Oh.
results.
And you will have
I
them.
have
Fine.
It's like Tinder app. Now this is gonna sound crazy, but hear me out.
oh.
I trust
You're gonna
you've
love it. The
settled in
ladies
and are ready
absolutely
to
love it.
get
The ones that
started.
survive anyway.
This is
Exactly
Miss
right.
Alfred, and she's
Don't worry about it.
coordinating operations.
Oh, my
Miss
lord.
Alfred?
Thank you, Mr. Maserani. I think I speak for everyone here when I say we are very grateful.
But no,
for
it
this
was
opportunity
weird.
you've given us.
As a
So
boy, I loved
the
to
girl,
play with the toy
she
animals.
kind of goes back to normal.
And
Like they
now,
take out the bullet,
with
whatever,
this island and the
Yeah.
dinosaurs,
and then they put it
I
right back
have the
in later
greatest toy set
because they
in
needed
the
her to
Why?
be like super like
I want
aggressive,
that joy,
basically.
that excitement I had as
That was a
child.
weird show, Scrub. It was
I
the one
want
I
it to
showed
be
you. That's
felt
like
by
I'm gay as
everyone.
hell.
You
What?
will make
You don't
that
remember
happen.
that?
As hell.
I sent you
I
that.
don't remember that.
Listen, I don't want to say like the full quote.
We'll need to start
But,
by getting
yeah,
a control
no, like-
center and response facility online.
I'll have to
They'll all require
remind
power. This will
Scrum
give us a strong foundation.
of it.
Yeah.
And then, dinosaurs.
That is the plan.
This is my investment in the vision and in my people.
Scrum, do you remember that?
Please,
Fuck them.
don't let
Do you
me
remember
get in
that
the way.
clip that you have, Scrub, where you were talking about a Dairy Queen on your channel?
Yes.
It's like that,
Oh no.
but they actually say like I'm gay as hell for later.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Does Violet know about that clip? Violet, have you ever seen the clip of Scrum talking about Dairy Queen?
No.
Oh,
Find it.
oh no.
I have not deleted it because I think it's funny.
I just remember I was at work at Chuck E. Cheese. No, I was washing dishes. We were doing this like fast food tier ranking system with Scrum and Crocodiles. And Scrum was like, oh yeah, man, I love going to Dairy Queen, getting that red dipped cone.
Our target is the Ankylosaurus. lovely creature.
Wait, how long have you known
Capture it
Scrum
and then
for?
secure it in an
A little over a
enclosure.
year.
Yeah, something like
Oh.
that.
Damn, life came at you fast, huh?
Yep,
Mhm.
I met Scrum one day. Because let's see, I met Scrum right after I got back from Texas the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were there for, like, that funeral. And then I got home, and then Scrum was in my chat. That's when I had a lot of OBS problems, and my shit would crash constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because my, like, internet was having issues, basically. That's all it was. Like, my internet was just having, like, hella problems.
Contact denied.
So I had to, like, call Xfinity and be like, hey, y'all's shit's fucking up, and I paid too much for this to be fucking up like this. So and they were just like, yeah, like, we understand. And I'm like, do y'all?
Yeah, do you though? Exactly. You gotta choose.
So they came out, and the apartment complex had put a filter on our building, basically, for internet. And I was like, listen, I pay over $100 for this shit, so I'm gonna need y'all fellers to get it in line.
Yep.
And essentially they were just like, oh, yeah, like, they really can't do that, but, like, they will. And I was like, yeah, that tracks. Which now I lowered my bill because they were charging me for, like, TV service that I wasn't using, so that dropped my bill to, like, $80. And I was happy as a clam, I tell you what. I'm gonna pull a Scrumbunculus and write off my internet as a business expense.
Yeah,
You can.
You can't?
Yeah.
You can.
Oh, I thought you said you can't be like, Scrum, that's what you did. What do you mean? Oh, Scrum's going away in the wee woo wagon.
The wee woo wagon.
Oh no.
Scrum's just like, got a blast.
Right. All right, Violet.
Hypothetical time. Here we go. Let's go, Mets.
No, there's the clips. I put in the
I
fellas. Top
Look
to
at it
bottom.
right now.
The
Glazed.
dip tone.
It's so
Dip tone's
bad.
where it started.
It's so bad.
I've said worse.
Have you Scrum? I'm waiting for it. At some point, that's gonna be like, hell nah.
Picking up asset.
I'm waiting for it. Any second now, it's gonna come through.
Asset transportation underway.
Well, you're unnormally quiet.
Who, me? Or
No,
Violet?
yeah, he was not speaking. Usually clips are rapid fire. I'm waiting for it. About to be. What if I just hangs up? We just don't hear from Violet anymore.
Leaves all of the discords.
While this is
We're
a
kicked
team
out of his
effort,
Discord.
I'm sure you understand that my vision
Never
carries
streams
some
again.
weight.
I'm fucking
With that
streaming.
said,
There it is.
post constructed.
I
and
just
then
muted
a
myself
team
just in case I got
assigned for it.
fucking live and
there,
man, oh
They
man.
can perform
Man, oh
status
man.
checks on
Yeah.
the
What do you think, Violet?
I'm doing it like that thing, but don't do that thing I'm talking about. It's like, oh, yo.
Dude, I love the cherry dip codes. That's what I do with them. I just go, hold.
Scrub.
Clearly.
I just
Is
like
your
all the way down to
unconscious
the second
happy?
little ice cream
The best
thing.
way
I
to
just
find out is
the
to
whole top
monitor
gone.
the
base.
Mine.
level and
Yeah.
increase it as necessary.
No, because you know Dairy Queen, if you get like a small one, it's just like 2 little like bloop bloops. If you get the medium, it's like 3, and if you get the big one, it's like 3 big ones. I
Well,
put my
learn
mouth
you're
over the top and
as
just go,
well.
Listen, I'm an ice cream and popsicle connoisseur. I have. So here's what I think my. Actually, you know what? This actually makes a lot of sense. Hold
Scrum,
on.
you can't
Shit.
think that's illegal.
Ice cream size queen.
Orson Welles
Uh,
once said,
Bam.
this was about a movie studio. He said that it was the
I'm
biggest
gonna drink my
electric
W.
train set a boy
Code Gotham
ever
Possum,
had.
10% off your order. Let's
Of
go, man.
course, he
Let's
never
go,
had a
Max.
dinosaur.
Man, if I
I
ever
wanna
get
make
fucking like a
sure
sponsorship,
we
that's gonna
can
be my
see
fucking
and
promo code. Is
monitor the
oh no,
Ankylosaurus.
fucking
Interview
shit.
Oh, no.
Hang on.
Will you?
Violet, what
You got
happened?
removed from combat, bro.
I'm still alive. I thought those were my team, and I look over and it's just like, damn,
You
girls who
walked
are
right
normally
into
my
that fucking minigun, and I was just like, uh-oh. Oh, so I was gonna say, so I got a problem with popsicles.
Scrum, what is that? What does that mean, Scrum? What do
so
you mean
know
by
how
that?
I'm an addict, right?
Yes.
Yes. I have a problem with popsicles. I will chain smoke a box of popsicles.
Not chain
smoke.
That is the only way I can accurately describe what I'm doing. I'm just sitting down, breaking them out, and just like one popsicle. That was good. I want another. Go grab another popsicle. I just switched to the sugar-free ones. They're just like flavored water ice.
Jesus Christ.
Because I would just like drain a 24 pack in a few hours.
You know what? You're not wrong.
Like I fucking love popsicles, which I think also stems from as like a little baba worm. I got strep throat a lot, dude. Like a lot.
What's from all those cherry dip cones, Scrum?
No, it wasn't. It was being a dirt child playing in the dirt.
Dirt child eating dirt.
Child.
I was a dirt child. I just played in the dirt all the time. You know.
As you do.
But yeah, so I got strep throat all the time, right? And Mama Worm would be like, "Here's a popsicle to cool down your throat," right? And I would eat the popsicle, and I'd be like, "It's good when I'm swallowing, but then it's gone, and my throat hurts again." So, as a child, I learned, well, if I'm swallowing it and it's just passing through my throat, and it feels good when it's passing through my throat, I'll just hold it on there and went,
oh no.
And I would just deep throat popsicles to cool off my throat. Like, I'll just put it down there. I'll just put it all the way down, like, barely holding onto the stick, like, all the way down my throat, just holding it on there until, like, it starts melting a little bit, and I pull it out and breathe and put it back in.
Scrum. Good lord.
We need to capture
So that kind of explains why I'm a little gay, I guess.
And get them back
was that when you realized, Scrum?
in an enclosure.
No, it wasn't.
I'm ready when you
It was when I was looking back on all like the home videos. I'm like, I wore my mom's clothes a lot.
That's how it all started. Scrum.
Yeah, I was out in the high heels and the dress saying Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. Come on, baby, shake your booty.
Scrum.
That's a quote from 3-year-old Scrum walking out in the living room.
Oh god.
Oh my lord. Scrum. I just imagine. You know, I'm surprised that your parents haven't, you know, asked some questions, Scrum.
So I swear my parents thought I was gay for the longest time. Because I was on that teen angst misogyny kick.
Oh no.
It's like, man, fuck women.
Yeah.
Sound like a thwomp from fucking Mario.
Not a thwomp.
Fuck women.
Goddamn right.
Oh, hey, hold on, Scrum.
Love that
I'm
burger,
gonna put a little pause on you for a second. We reached 50
Jeez, don't put
subscribers,
your
guys. Let's go.
A little furry pasta pause.
We reached
crack on with these
51
next tasks
subscribers
then, shall we?
on YouTube.
Nice.
You're responsible for
Here
performing
we
status
go.
checks and increasing the dinosaurs' welfare.
Thank you, Scrum.
Should be
Let's
straightforward,
go, Mets.
and I know you're
You know,
up
I
to the
realized
job.
why my alert box wasn't going off, actually. So, essentially what happened was, for whatever reason, if people have their, like, subs set to private, it just won't go off. And you have to go into your settings, and it's a whole thing.
Cool. So,
But yes.
yeah, I'm pretty sure my parents thought I was gay for a while. Because they were asking questions like, yo, why don't you have a girlfriend? Like, why don't you go get yourself a girlfriend? Stuff like that. You know, the not so subtle, like, you should really be dating. Kind of stuff. And I was like, you know, they would always like recommend all like my girlfriends, right? Like, what about that girl Janet? Like, oh, what about like Devi or whoever? And I was like, nah. They're my friends. Like, no.
What's crazy about that? So, Grimmy Cheems. she was really more of the like, you know, like do whatever you want within reason kind of thing. So she's like, you know, if you
Yeah,
want
just don't
to,
be bringing home no babies.
I love
basically,
keeping an eye on my
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
essentially.
I
That's what
just
my parents
don't
told
have
me.
the
Don't be bringing
time
home
to
no
do
babies.
so
We're
as
good.
much as I'd like.
All right.
That's
Yep,
why
same.
I
Uh,
do.
Literally every
my
time I went out with my
and
friends,
monitor these
like, what are you doing? Oh, we're just going to hang out, do whatever. And they're like, all right, hey, you know, don't go drinking and driving. Don't bring home no babies. I'm like, you got it.
These dinosaurs
Do you
are
got
ready
it?
to move
And
to
I
the
did
holding
one of
facility.
those.
Let's not keep them or me waiting.
Anyways, dude, we guys what?
Zooey mama. Anyway, and I was gonna say like some like my brother gets like free reign of like whatever the fuck he wants to do basically, which
It's evident.
I've already said my piece on that. So
On the internet forever.
I mean fuck him. I don't care.
Fuck them. Yeah, get them, Cheems.
Not.
2022, we ball.
I was telling no, like, cause like one of my friends didn't realize that like me and my brother have like that like super beef basically. I was like, oh yeah, fuck my brother. I fucking hate that guy. And they're like, oh my god, Cheems. I'm like, yeah, fuck that guy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
see,
I care.
yeah, I'm like,
I was like that.
oh,
Go ahead.
no, it's okay.
No, no,
Sure.
Cheems, finish.
I was just gonna say,
There's
yeah,
a new
fuck him. He's an
dinosaur out in the
asshole.
wild.
Yeah.
Track the animal and
I hate that I'm
capture it
related
to
so
him.
bring it back into the fold.
I was like that with my ex-wife and my ex-mother-in-law.
Yeah.
She was like, man, fuck my mom. And I was like, oh, that's your mom. She gave me that bad. She's like, nah, fuck my mom. I'm like, nah, dog. And I met her, and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. And I got to know her. I'm like, oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because it's like,
you didn't tell me it was this bad. She's like, I said fuck my mom. I'm like, you didn't say it was this bad.
that is true. Like, essentially.
I mean, that's why when I tell you guys, fucking motherfucker, you're like, damn, really? It's like that? And I'm like, listen, I will give you a 10-page PowerPoint presentation on why I say fuck this motherfucker.
Bro, I could
Yep.
write an essay about how much I hate my brother. Like,
I'm telling you, I'll give a TED talk.
like, because me and him just don't get along, and we never will.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate
I can't really
whenever.
write anything like that. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, whenever there's people like that in my life, I'm just like, all right, you're dead to me. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like, whatever you do with your life, it has no impact on me. I do not care what you do with your life. Go live your life without me. We're good.
Yeah, because like my
It's
mom.
hard when it's a relative.
Yeah, my mom wants my brother to live with me, and I'm like, that's okay. Like, that's not gonna happen.
So, you know what I said the last time I saw my fucking ex-wife?
What?
Asset collection request.
We were saying goodbye in the parking garage after just getting divorced, basically, right? It's like, this is it. Never gonna see you again. I was like, all right, we'll see you around.
The
That was it.
nice. Just I
Like, get
cool.
All right, see you around. Go fuck yourself.
You know, my ex-wife, after doing everything she did to me, had the audacity to get mad at me for not wishing her happy birthday after we got divorced.
So dumb.
Jump in the sea.
I just never answered.
I have my ex-wife listed on my phone as a fucking bitch, so she's at the top.
Yeah, mine's
Just in
cheating
case.
whore.
Yep. So, her picture is just a bunch of blood on toilet paper.
Oh no.
We
Scrub.
have
Straight
on
from my
display
ass.
and for science. But that means we need to monitor our flock.
It's one of the ones that worries
Our
me too, where it's
status
like I
checks
see some like
routinely
gelatinous
performed
thing in there. I'm like, is that
on
my
all of our
intestines?
dinosaurs. This is how we maintain
Scrum.
our
And I think it might be. I think I might have Crohn's or something.
You might.
I don't know,
Scrum.
though.
I would go to a doctor.
I should do that. That's a good
Dude,
idea.
This dinosaur is
Hey, I just went to a doctor. I should have mentioned that.
Scrum.
No.
Oh my lord.
I must have
I'll see him
Sugoi.
again
He's having
December.
this conversation with Sugoi.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that, you know, first it's poop and blood. I'm like, oh, that makes sense because my butthole hurts, you know? And it was like,
No.
it was like bright red blood. So it was like at the butt, right? So it was like, because like my butt was injured or something like that, right?
Scrum, these are
And
not
then
good
it's like-
things that you're saying. Like, I don't know if you know
This is
that
life, dog.
they.
It-
Scrum.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying, hey, everybody, celebrate my bloody asshole. You know, health at any size.
I
right?
mean,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like,
Health at any blood level.
right, exactly. Health at any nutrient uptake capability.
y'all are menaces, both of you.
But no, that's what I did. It was just like the worst. I was like, I should show my doctor this. I'm like, hey, actually, no, I should put this as a profile picture.
Scrum. Man, It's crazy, Scrum, you know? I could never... But I don't know, because, like, my mom, like, she's the kind of person, if, like, a tissue falls the wrong way, she's like, oh, well, guess I'm dying. And it's like, no, you're not, but...
I'm dying. Bro, that's my mom.
Yeah.
James, you have fucking cancer, and you're like, whatever, nonchalant about it. Don't you fucking lecture me on being nonchalant about shit.
Listen, I was pretty sure it'd work out. Either I would die or I wouldn't die. Those are my two options.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think mine are?
Yeah, you'd be alright.
Yeah,
Put some Vicks on it.
Exactly. Just fucking put a Band-Aid on it.
I mean, like...
Walk it off.
Rub some dirt in it.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
Rub
like...
some dirt in my dirt hole.
Oh, no. I was gonna say, like, so, like, does your stomach, like, actively hurt or whatever? Because, I mean, if not, then you're probably fine.
Sometimes it hurts a little bit, but, you know. It's usually, like, fucking because I haven't eaten.
Oh, yeah. Now, one thing that I find kind of funny is, so, it, like, as a, you know, girl, and, like, I've been like, oh, yeah, stomach pain. Whenever you look up, like, hey... What can cause stomach pain in women? Yeah, it's like you're pregnant, it's your period, or you're just dying, you have cancer. And it's like, oh, nice, I guess. Yeah, thanks. Yep. It's like, cool,
Every time you look up abdominal pain, it's like, oh, pancreatitis, or appendicitis, or liver failure, or renal disease. Like,
the thrill of the hunt without
or it's like, or it could be one of those mysterious, like, 0.001% people have these symptoms and it's a heart attack.
My money can buy at the paleo
Oh, by the way,
medical
Cheems, since
facility.
you're a woman, you should probably look at the female symptoms of a heart attack, because they're different than the male symptoms of, like, tight chest, pain in your arm.
That's usually what I look out for.
Yeah, there's more for women.
Yeah, there would be.
To collect the asset.
Yep. Exactly.
That would be my life, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As you say that, I have like a random pain in my stomach. Just like, oh well, that's happening. All right, guys, it's cool. It's nice knowing.
Here we go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's funny because like my GP is always like, why do you guys like never come to the hospital unless like it's something really serious? It's like, listen, we don't want to be here, man.
Yeah, why do you come to the hospital?
It's this job. What do you mean?
It's not just to grab my nuts, have me cough, and tell me, yeah, come back in 6 months.
Yeah.
To help people. If I don't need help, I'm not gonna come get help.
Yeah.
No, I mean she's just like, you know, you should come earlier when the symptoms first arise. You only show up when it's an emergency. It's just like, yeah, we don't want to be here, bro. Like.
Yeah, cause like I put off going.
Here, I mean being alive.
Yeah. I say
There's always so much.
I put off going to the doctor when so how I figured out I had cancer for like the uninitiated was I went and I had this like really intense stomach pain on like the bus and like all through school, and I'm like, damn, my stomach fucking hurts. I thought I just was like, I was like, well, I'm probably constipated or something I ate, or I'm like, oh, well, like maybe it's my period. And then I go to the doctor and they're like, so how long have you had this pain? I'm like, oh, it's been like a week. And they're like, a week? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, why don't you come sooner? I'm like, listen, I don't want to take time out of my day to come up here if I don't have to. So I thought it was okay, but I was like, this pain is nonstop, constant, and it's not a good
Now
time.
that we have the dinosaur back home,
like
why don't we
overall,
make it feel like a real home.
Yeah, wouldn't recommend.
Watch the ratings and, get the enclosure all
they're
comfy.
they're just like, hey, yeah, like you should absolutely like go sooner. I'm like, no, it's okay. And then they came back after they like did like a CAT scan. They're like, oh yeah, you have a tumor. My mom folded like a lawn chair immediately. And I'm just like, damn, that's unfortunate. And my mom was more of just like, what? She's like, you're not like freaking out. I'm like, I mean, what good will that like? It doesn't do me any good.
Yep.
I'm like, I want it to be fixed. But I'm like, me freaking out and going crazy is not gonna fix it. It's just gonna make it worse.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
It's time to move the dinosaurs.
And
Stop a holding facility.
my mom just is, she's just like a like worry wart, I guess you could say.
Yeah, you're her kid.
Yeah.
That's her job. Her job is to worry. She the mama.
I'm the good kid. That's what it is.
No, that shit's next level, man. It's fucking hypochondria to the umpteenth degree.
Yeah, because I mean, like with my mom, it was always like, oh, you know, like you're the good kid, like you always do like the right things. And my brother's just fucking up constantly. So it's like that's kind of the issue.
Asset has been collected.
I got a DM on Twitter. Oh boy.
Wow, Cheems.
I love
This
getting
is instinctual
these.
behavior.
You know that Violet Paladin guy? Quit
but
hanging out with
not
him. He's ugly. He smells
unanticipated.
bad.
Besides,
From Violet Paladin. Damn dog.
Maybe too long.
Survival of
Eh.
the fittest at its most primitive.
Whoa, what the fuck was
its
that?
most
Heard a taser
prehistoric.
sound.
Oh no.
We
Yeah,
are witnessing
That happens every now and
history
then. I don't
in
really know
action,
where it's coming from.
Oh, I can't watch.
and I
That
can't
Violet
turn away.
feller is like too long for his back.
Yep. He's like, you look at from the center, and it's me. It's like, damn.
No.
I really do
I'll
be
send
your
a
own
team
people.
to collect what we can before the scavengers pick over the carcass.
Collect the body.
Wow.
I have plans for it.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know, like, the Jurassic Park, like, continuity. I think it's supposed to be, like, the third
Dinosaurs
movie.
have-
Throughout the
Yeah.
island. This means more
Stupid
opportunities to
investing
capture
man
more
wanted to make a
dinosaurs.
theme park with
I'm
dinosaurs.
specifically in need
Didn't
of a
put enough money into
Triceratops.
security. Only
My team will
hired
need to monitor it,
fucking
and then
Newman
we can
from
transfer it
Seinfeld
off the
to do
island
it.
as we've done before.
Newman was overwhelmed. Saw money from elsewhere to fucking stab his company in the back who was mistreating him. Took the opportunity, fucked it up royally, died for it. And then fucking Jeff Goldblum brought a dinosaur to LA.
Nice.
What do you
Listen,
want?
I want to tell you guys an amazing
For some
story.
reason, his daughter is a gymnast, and they wrote that into the movie.
Yeah, she hit a velociraptor and kicked it out a window into
Yeah,
like
she
spikes.
kicked like a 200-pound animal out of fucking window, sure.
And they cut you from the team?
Right?
So, let me tell y'all a little tale if y'all don't mind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, early on when I started on Twitch, seriously, I was a active member in this one person's Twitch streams. I was like Mimi levels of supporter. Like I'm all up in there, right? But I noticed that the person's moderators are awful, like just genuinely awful. And it creates, East Coast, West Coast beef. Because there's nothing I hate more than people who abuse power, just in general. Not a fan. So,
Tyrants.
Pretty fair, yeah, I would say.
yeah. Like Discord moderate. Oh yeah, exactly.
Somebody needs to be
December.
liberated.
Yeah, no, that my Liberty tree is looking a little dry.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to hydrate that motherfucker.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, hey, I'm just a little Violet Paladin. I'm just a little Violet Paladin, and I don't have an avatar yet. But this is unacceptable, and I'm not cool with it. So it became a thing where I had to directly talk to the person, the Twitch streamer, which was one of the most bizarre experiences ever, because I would have loved nothing more than to talk to that person under normal circumstances. However, I'm over here just giving them the business because their fucking mods are just fucking the dog.
Oh,
Long
no.
story short, it ends up coming out that
Right over my...
the 3 mods, and I don't know if it was also the streamer, but the 3 mods in particular were just working in tandem to try to get me removed because I was doing the usual thing that tyrants don't like, where I'm like, hey, I'm calling attention to all the things that are wrong that you're doing that you shouldn't be doing, like creating rules and then not following them, or creating arbitrary rules just to like spite one person, like typical North Korean thingies. And one day I roll up and I'm banned from the server, and I'm just like, oh, what is this? And they're like, oh yeah, you were mean to mods and you were saying things you weren't supposed to be saying. Keep in mind, at this point, I am being completely respectful. Like I'm a nobody presence on the internet, so like I'm not gonna be throwing my weight around and shit. And they just didn't like that I was saying things that they didn't approve of. So cut to today, where I get a message from somebody. He's like, hey, listen, remember how you told me like a year ago that this is gonna happen? It happened. The entire server is completely collapsed, and now it's just the streamer and her 3 mods and nobody else. And I just proceeded to wait. It's like, yeah. It's pretty fucking hilarious. I'll show you the other stuff, because like all that stuff will be way too long to tell in a story. But yeah, it's
just
pretty,
when
pretty
people
outrageous.
like talk about toxic shit, it's like, no, this is toxic, dude. That's what
Absolutely.
that is. That's definition. Is like, just like, we want to make a spaces just for us because we're the best. We're the only ones who are the best. Everyone else sucks. Like, all right,
No,
buddy.
listen to this nonsense, because one of the moderators was trying to just straight up social engineer the chat. And when I say social engineer the chat, she made it so that certain phrases would be banned in her chat, like in the streamer's chat. So people to say things like, obviously because she's a VTuber, right? And if a VTuber has a cute model, you go, hey, your model is cute. Cute is a banned word in her chat. So you have to say like beautiful or whatever the fuck else. It's just very strange No, not that. You can't say it looks good either. Like you have to only say like the highest levels of praise for this streamer's like stuff.
That's weird. I don't like that.
I would just post that fucking Beetlejuice gift that says nice fucking model.
No, it's beyond bizarre. As I was saying, like it's very, very strange. I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, I don't know if the streamer did it or if it was just one of her crazy mods. Because eventually, towards the end of my battle with these people, I learned that the mod that was in charge of all that stuff, everyone just calls her a little tyrant, and I was just like, oh, interesting, because that's just basically what the fuck it was. She just wanted to control everything for some reason. And it's like, bro, we're not here for you. We're here for the streamer. Like I said, I don't know the culpability of said streamer, but their mods are just completely out of fucking control. That's why I have so many mods, so there's not just a small collection of people in anything. Like, if somebody's fucking up, one of these guys will take care of it.
Exactly. I have so many fucking mods, dude. Like, most of my chat is green swords.
Yep.
It's just like, I do it because, like, hey, at any one point, I guarantee you, like, these people will probably be in the chat.
It's also that, like, if I just modded Scrum and Cheems over here, he's like, hey, I'm just little Cheems, and I have an issue. Scrum can't bully Cheems because they're both equal.
Yeah. It's accurate.
That's why, like, in the political server you were in for a little while, Scrum, everyone there is a mod, because we actually had that happen, where because like remember there's like there's mods and there's administrators. And then somebody had one privilege but not the other, so then they started arguing, and the one that had the higher privilege like banned the other person. So it's just like, oh, that's how we're doing it. Everyone's a fucking admin now.
Nice.
So that shit didn't happen. And that guy got so pissed off he left the fucking server. It's like, oh, so when you can't bully somebody from a higher position, all of a sudden you gotta leave. Good, get the fuck out.
Nice shooting, James.
I know. I'm trying to actually like aim, but it
Yeah, it's got wind and bullet drop.
Yes.
But I'm saying, like, you're getting really close. Nice.
Alright, I gotta do that one more time. Back up to my copter a little bit.
Old bigger pass. Wrong top.
Like, I don't get too many things like weird in like my stream. Like it's very few and far in between that I get like, I guess like turbo weirdos, if you will.
And your chat is mostly just like annoying little kids who's trying to be weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, if I say really edgy, funny things, she'll get offended. Why? It's like, bro.
It's like,
dude, if you only knew.
Like, do not quote the scriptures to me. I was there when they were written.
Yeah, that's something I never understood though, because like I guess I was always just a good little noodle until I discovered vagina, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty good. But like I never had like the desire to like shock people or like be edgy and weird and stuff like that. Like that never appealed to me. So when I see kids doing that, I'm like, what are you doing?
Bro, I've been called more racial slurs than the actual ethnicities they're made for.
It's
like
same, but never by the people you would expect.
Exactly. And I'm just like, I'm so confused.
Nope.
I mean, I had a console, so you know.
Yeah, you also.
Like, I had an Xbox back in the day, so I mean.
But you didn't have Xbox Live?
I did.
Oh, you did? Damn, I didn't have Xbox Live.
Yeah, Xbox Live, man, that was the fucking wild lands of the internet.
Bro, I didn't play fucking anything on the internet until Warcraft 2. Or StarCraft, rather. I don't think
My very first online game was Call of Duty World at War in like 2008. I was so scared of being on the internet because I didn't know like what the fuck was gonna happen. I was just a little poor boy from Chicago. I never had nothing. time getting on there, and man, it was something else.
Yeah.
Man, when you just hit that motherfucker, good lord. This is my least favorite part of this whole game, is having to aim.
Can you drop lower?
Yes.
Tell you, Cheems, play some Breakpoint. You'll get your aim better.
Nah, I died.
These fucking like
Brother.
limp ass trank darts, bro. These fucking flaccid flyers.
Flaccid.
Look at this trajectory, bro. It's a parabola.
Parabola, the Rabola.
Ah.
It's like a fucking square root equation on a graph. Just do it. Is that a double dose?
It's upsetting to know that the guy who plays Parappa the Rapper, like he does his voice, is an asshole in real life.
Is he?
Yeah. There was a thing that like fans tried to do a little while ago, and like make a fan inspired Parappa the Rapper thing with like new tracks and shit. And he was just a complete cunt throughout the entire thing. I don't know if the thing even got finished. I just remember like he wanted like an exorbitant amount of money, and they raised it for him, and then he's like, oh, I want more, and they're like, what? And then he started just being just a piece of shit. And like, bro, you've only ever done this, like what do you think, you're fucking Mark Hamill or something that you can charge? Like,
milk it, bro.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Like, you gotta believe you better be smoking some of that crack, bro.
Yeah.
Count Crackula right here.
Oh no.
Get beat by
Not Count Crackula. Oh no.
That's such an amazing fucking bar. Like, cause that whole battle was whack as fuck. But get beat by Count Dracula, you're smoking Crackula. That's fucking amazing. To this day, I still say you're smoking Crackula. I want to hear Joel say you're smoking Crackula. That would fucking absolutely just, I would ascend.
I don't know who Joel is.
As a dispatcher.
Joel's my dispatcher.
Yeah.
Cheems knows. She knows the lore.
The Violet Paladin lore with Joel the dispatcher.
Yeah.
Listen, I just drifted in and out.
Yeah, Scrum's here, but he's not
Of
here.
life in general.
Joel is basically like my Lester from GTA 5, but like not a creepy weirdo. He's got the same type of personality where he's like just goofy and funny.
Nice.
Real nice guy. Never said anything negative about Joel.
Yeah, because like I've heard you guys have conversations. I'm like, oh, it's cute.
Yeah. My little dispatcher friend. And I'm super protective of him too, because like we've got other dispatchers in the office that like are like part of like the cool kids clique and shit like that, and like I don't know what their deal is with fucking Joel, but I would just walk over them and be like, hey Joel, what's going on? And they're like, oh, I can help you. I'm like, yeah, you're not Joel. And they're like, what the fuck? And I was like, you heard me? That's my man right there. It's Joel.
I mean, that's how I feel at FedEx though, like, cause like between Vince and Derek, I definitely prefer Derek. Even though Derek is way more inexperienced, like, he has no experience. He's also high as fuck every single day, but still, let's go Derek.
Probably why. He's relatable.
Yeah.
I always love Derek.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, it's one of those things, like, experience and competency are two very different things. Like, just because you've been there for a long time and you can do the job very well doesn't mean that you're good at the job, necessarily.
Yeah.
That's one of the few things I learned in the Marines, like, in particular, about, like, how to be around with people. Because, like, if people can't trust you to do your job, no matter what, then you're worthless. This is like you.
Yeah.
And if dealing with you is more stressful than the job itself, no one's gonna fuck with you at all. And this is like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I wish I could do that. I wish those coworkers could just be like, I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you gotta go find help somewhere else.
It's one of those things, like, I wonder how I would do it in an office environment, because, like, the way I am because I work blue, and I don't, like, everyone I work with, for the most part, aren't a bunch of pussies. So
Yeah.
they can handle just being told, hey, bitch, you're being fucking stupid. but in an office environment, I'd have to like obviously, change things a little bit. But I wonder if they could just slowly like, hey, motherfucker, where are my TPS reports?
You would have to have, like, the whole thing is the quote culture. I hate people talking about like, oh yeah, the company culture. I'm like, motherfucker, you guys disgust me.
You guys disgust me.
No, he's completely right. It's cancer. The company cancer more appropriate.
Yeah, that's like saying, oh, like your brand.
Oh.
Like, fucking brand my asshole.
God, my stepdad says that shit all the fucking time.
I hate that.
It's the fucking most annoying shit in the world.
Alright, I am...
Being a slow-breathing donkey is a fucking part of your brand.
I am actively bobbing right now, so I think I'm gonna call stream there. I'll probably stream tomorrow. We'll see. Probably be here again with Violet and Scrumbunculus. It's usually wherever I am, they are, and vice versa.
True.
Unless it doesn't happen, which also happens. But yeah.
It's very rare. Like I thought you guys were playing Turtles today, and I was like, I'm good. I'm gonna sleep some more.
Yeah, I played it this morning because it's when we were still in our little argumentation.
I fucking woke up and drove to Chick-fil-A on the phone with y'all.
Yeah, you sure did.
Good.
But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow, probably. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, so whenever I go live, you guys will know. And yeah, I will catch y'all on the flipperoni.
Later.